One of the most breathtakingly beautiful cities on the globe takes center stage as it hosts the biggest action sports festival in the world. X Games Norway returns to the country's capital for the first time since 2016, and day one tips off here in the Skur skate park as we bring you Men's Skateboard Street Eliminations. What's good, world? Brandon Graham alongside the most honest man in skateboarding, Mr. Gary Rogers.
How you guys doing?
And Gary, I think you have skated this park maybe more than anybody, and that includes the guys that are skating out here today as we take a look at this start list. Thoughts on what we will see go down here today?
I mean, as far as like everybody warming up, Shane's got a good little line going. Tiago's went up everything, and yes, I have skated it more than all of them. Not for real, like
I don't know if you skated more than this cat though. Karsten Kleppen lives here in Oslo. This is his local skate park.
Yeah.
Now, if you remember, we built this skate park in 2016, left it here for the city of Oslo. But Luan Oliveira, yet to win that X Games gold. Does that change here today?
Possibly, too, because he had a little good line coming up a few times, like right here with the switch front tail. I mean, you can't see it, but dude, he's looking on point today, so.
On point, laser focus, Shane O'Neill trying to get that first X Games win of his career. Perhaps no one more technical on this course than the Aussie.
That's true. That's so true.
Everyone's piling in here, Oslo. Day one of X Games Norway 2018. I hope you feel good. Let's now take an in-depth look at this course.
They lucky.
Gary, talk us through this. What do we got here?
Well, that A-frame, that's the one I haven't skated. Or is it? No, okay. It is the one I skated. That one's mellow. That little kink rail is Ragnarok, like Thor? Okay. Wave Beach, did not get on that. It's actual wood. They got the pyramid that I have not ollie yet, but the girls were killing it.
Triple set.
Triple set. I seen Leticia going over that. The drop rail looks ridiculous. That rail is beast and it's butter.
Some nice transition on both sides. Again, nothing super massive on this course, which makes this thing wide open, because I don't know if it favors any particular skater. Again, this is eliminations. We've got 12 dudes out here, 2 runs. Best score counts. Only 7 will be moving on to Sunday's final.
That's crazy. Now it's like, that's like almost half. I did a little iron math. That's almost half.
I was told there would be no math. So 7 move on, which means in our 8-man field, where's the 8th come from as we take a look at our judges, some of the most respected names in skateboarding. We've got a Nordic qualifier on Sunday right before the final, and 1 guy is going to get in and join that group of 7. But here now is our start list for the day. How insanely gorgeous is this city?
Hey, it's light all day out here.
Does it ever get dark?
No, it's light at 3 a.m. to 11 at night. I'm with that. And they even said there's like some points in the day or some time of the year where the sun don't really go down. It just hides behind the building for like 20 minutes and then it comes back up. I'm with like America, I'm telling you, infiltrate.
But we kick things off with the Brazilian, Thiago Lemos, who has just been so good as of late, and he is really shredding this
Bruh
course.
is really remarkable. Like he's remarkable. Like he like a remarkable skateboarder. It's like legendary, remarkable, and he's in the wrong decade. He's supposed to like skate for shorties and all that. I feel like
That late 90s era?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Look at him.
Yeah, wearing the drawers.
Whew.
Call him Thiago, call him Chiago. He kicks things off here in eliminations.
Why Chiago?
I think that's the Brazilian pronunciation, if you want to be exact.
Okay.
What are we seeing so far?
Well, right now he just did the fakie front heel. Oh my God, that's fakie backside grind.
Talk to me about being the first guy to drop in, especially on this X Games stage.
It's got to be nerve.
Like, who wants to do that?
Nobody, man. You want to be at the house eating cereal or something, man. He's over here just nollie front crooking, and he's supposed to be hurt his knee. I mean, you can't see it through the jeans, but he's wearing a brace. That boy pants so big. I told him to jump out of a plane earlier. He'd be good. He started laughing at me.
It looks like he's gonna have time for one more. What's he got for an ender?
I don't know, but he has not fallen, so. Okay, well, he didn't care.
Kicks that one away.
He didn't look too staggered by going in first.
Run 1 for Lemos officially in the book. pressure on themselves. He'll have to clean things up on his second attempt of 2. Luan showing him some love. Take another look. What'd you like about this?
Well, to crook up that's one of the highest ledges in the park, so, I mean, he doesn't care at all. Height is nothing to this dude. He's taking it easy with the fakie front heel. Fakie. Guys, we got him. All right.
You like his style, though. I know you're a fan of his style.
I do. Hey, for some reason, I do. Like, I really don't like that style, but I like his. I think it's just because I like the skateboarder.
Right.
Chiago's like beast, so I can rock with him. Look at him. Switchback teaser wop on the rail. Just like he does.
Yeah, it was textbook until the very last 10 seconds.
His homie said he couldn't push yesterday. Or barely walk. I seen him limping.
Didn't look like that out there. 72.33, the bar officially set here in Oslo.
I like this dude a lot.
So here's Herman Stena. He was our top-ranked qualifier, Nordic qualifier back in 2016. So we saw him on this course 2 years ago. You got a chance to skate with this guy on the course. What's he all about?
Yes, I did. He's all about doing the impossible. Turning, going fast. He's got like one of those 180 crooks. That's ridiculous. Holds grinds. If you really watch this dude skate like on like IG and stuff on social media, I don't understand. Like, I see you wanted to do that 180 switch crook. He didn't get it, but I didn't know he was 25. I thought he was a kid.
25 years old, out of Larvik, Norway, one of our 3 skaters in this field representing home country.
He's got back nose buns like it's nothing. That's like, a back nose bun is one of those tricks that if you can't do it, you are amazing at skateboarding.
Yes.
Period. Like, even if it's your like first trick, like, you should be pro if you can just back nose. All right, not really good. Whoa. I ain't seen him try that all day, so he just did that out of nowhere.
So we'll see if he's going to try to pop up for one at the shot clock hits and run one.
See, look at that. None. That was a good bail. Kickflip front crook bail. I'll take it. Can we count that? I got $1 on his score.
What do you think?
I'm calling out a 53.66.
You were in the lab on that one.
And I really rock with this dude. Like,
well, it'll be interesting to see because this is eliminations, right? You want to get onto the show on Sunday. What do we think that number, that cutoff number, that 7 spot to get in is going to be?
Ooh, the score should probably going to be having to 79 and up at this point.
I remember in 2016, Nigel Houston, who obviously is not here today.
Yeah, everybody breathing, look at everybody breathing, everybody chilling, talking, high-five.
What time? What'd you say the score was going to be?
I said 53?
58.
Okay.
This qualifying scores for Nigel and Shane, who came in 1 and 2 in qualifying 2 years ago, were in the mid-80s, I believe. How about this kid? 17 years old. This is his 6th X-Games appearance. I don't know if anyone's coming on more of a heater than Jagger Eaton. He won the AM contest in Minneapolis and then went and won Tampa Pro.
Not even pro yet.
He's ready.
Little swing arms.
He's ready.
And he was Gucci down in the socks yesterday, so I gave him some points.
Remember, he was the youngest guy to ever compete at X Games in Big Air when he was 11 years old. And he's completely rebranded himself into a street guy, and that's why, right there.
Look at him. Look at him. Hey. Look at him. Go ahead, little Jagger. 11? Big Air at 11, huh?
Sometimes when guys are this young, it's hard to find the style. They might have the tricks, but they don't have the style. Jagger's got the style.
He got his style. He got his style. He like it inside. Wow. Wow.
Young Jagger, the youngest skater in the field, letting this roster know that he has arrived.
He got the low-key, like, Luan arms, but not Luan anything. It's just Jagger. He's coming into his own. He's growing up. Cool.
All right, so let's talk about this. Style gets talked about, thrown around a lot in skateboarding. When we talk about style, what are we talking about?
We're talking about how you land it, how you pop it, do you tweak it, how you catch it. Like, you feel me? It's all those elements with style. It's all that. You gotta have it all, too. Like, you can't be But then again, there's like the aggressive, like sometimes a hand touch is fire. It depends on who it is. Mostly you want to see somebody on the bolts, comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at that catch on that big spin front board. He didn't let it go to the bottom of the rail. And when he went out faking, he didn't have a lot of movement going on up top. He was chill.
A 90 on the flat. Jagger Eaton takes a commanding lead.
Well, there that goes.
Wow. And this crowd is letting him hear it. It got electric in here. So Jagger Eaton literally was in the minors last summer. Skating in that AM contest.
He was like 12
and has completely arrived out here today. Here's Felipe Gustavo talking about style, talking about tech. It's crazy that he's 27.
I know. I feel like I remember when he came. I do remember when he came to like skateboarding and all that, like when he first popped up.
It's hard to believe because we've seen him in a lot of, at least Street League and some contests. It's been a minute. This is only his second X Games appearance, which is crazy knowing how talented he is.
Well, he stayed. What did he do? He just did Street League?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, man, it's good to see him like good again.
We saw him, he made his debut when Street League and X Games came together in 2013. We saw him on all those contests. Actually took a 4th place finish in that pro qualifier in Munich 5 years ago. I think that's his best finish. No, actually he was 2nd in LA in the pro qualifier as well.
Hey, Felipe's style. Now that's when we was talking about style. Felipe got one of them styles that you, if you come into skateboarding, you low-key supposed to like what he got going on. And the switch looks seamless. It's a little backwards, you can kind of tell, but other than that, it's so nice.
The switch is so good as we watch the replay on Felipe, and then also we talk so much about Shane and what his technical prowess. Felipe's right there with
yeah. All right.
Maybe not.
All right.
There's only
Like,
one.
we gotta-
There's only one.
And there's only one Felipe though.
That's true.
Because there's tricks that Felipe can do that I've never seen Shane do. Don't do them like with the replay. Okay.
We're showing every trick.
Okay.
Hey, how about follow cam with the GoPro?
Look at
right
him.
there.
Look at him. All right.
Tense.
All right. But yeah, as far as we're just gonna leave them separate.
Well, just making it look so effortless.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I
know
mean?
what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
62.66 for Felipe. Again, if you're just joining us, 2-run format here in Eliminations. We count the best score. Only top 7 will be advancing to Sunday's final. I know this is a guy that you're excited about. Kevin Beckel absolutely putting this course to waste.
Were you able to see his creature part?
Yes. That's what I wanted to bring up here, is a creature part. But you watch, he skates with the speed, with an energy unlike anyone else in this field. What makes him so dynamic?
He's willing to go as high as he possibly can, as fast as he possibly can. Like, that real aggression, like old school zero type, you know what I'm saying? But he's on creature. But even that, actually that creature style, and you can see it on the course, like he's like plowing through all this stuff.
Oh my goodness!
that film.
And he's still got like 20 seconds.
But all right.
He's just stacking tricks right now.
Bro, flying.
Last 10 seconds for Kevin.
Okay. What you got? What you got? He was doing that front Smith earlier with like a tail smack. Well, all the style in the world.
Making his X Games debut.
That's a good debut right
From Norway. You can tell. The part got a little louder.
Ain't he from out here though?
Early into his run, yeah.
Ain't from out
Not
here?
from Oslo, but he is from
Nah,
Norway.
that's what I'm saying, like Norway. Okay. Probably got a couple people that know him out here.
Well, you have
That
to
little tail
think.
smacks, yes, that's Steve.
You have to think he's skated this park than most of.
He probably has.
Most of these
He
guys,
probably has. He probably has.
with the exception of
Or
Karsh.
probably not. He's probably just that beast. Look at that nose grind, how he's on the wheel right there. That's how you do it. He's blasting off that with that grab. Dang.
22 years old. Officially got on the Creature team in 2016. Of course, that Welcome to Creature video part.
Doing his thing ever since.
A 70.
Whoa, hey.
What do you think the judges
Hey.
are?
Hey, Wait, hold on.
You think it's a difficulty of trick? Like, what goes into that score? I think that feels a little low.
That's definitely low. That's gotta be your debut or something. I don't know what's going on with that.
Speaking of debut,
Don't play that man.
this guy made his debut last summer in Minneapolis out of Chandler,
Bow-legged
Arizona.
Jones.
Deshaun Jordan.
Bow-legged
A
Jordan.
top 5 finish in his debut.
Hey, one of the coolest people on
Very
planet
much
Earth.
so.
I gotta give him that.
Very
I can
much
give him
so.
that. I respect this young man a lot. Like, for real.
Always smiling, enjoys being out here.
Look, he's doing the gap nose plunge. That's crazy. Because that's real wood. They decided to not play with that and actually go with real wood. So
You'll see like wood and hardwood very prevalent in the city of Oslo. The airport, all of the flooring, hardwood, original hardwoods.
Oh, man.
I asked.
Well, we should have used, like I was saying, we should have just like took a screen print of wood so you can actually skate that. Actually, no, it's cool to keep it somewhat real.
But he's got the chops when it comes to contests. This guy won a street league.
Yeah.
Like, how many of these guys can say that?
I mean, you know me.
I do know you.
You know me.
The league that shall not be named.
The league that shall not be named by me. You could talk about it. That's cool. He won one. That's reality. That's what happens. Do I?
Oh, you don't acknowledge that.
No, I acknowledge he laser flipped Hollywood 16. I acknowledge he 270 lifted, and he did those like back to back. Like, okay, and came out here and did gap nose blunt. I acknowledge those things.
He says he has no real discernible stance preference, and that's by design. Does it seem like that when you watch him ride?
Yeah, actually, I see him want to drop in switch a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd give him that. But when you bow-legged, you can do whatever you want.
A 54.33. We're not quite seeing the scores, man. Jagger's 90 is
Well, he had the
really
balls.
keeping
He had the
everybody in the
balls.
dust.
But Kevin should be at like an 80. So y'all playing with that. Y'all playing with that man. That was a beast run he put together.
We're halfway through run 1 here in Oslo for day 1 of X Games Norway. And it's young Jagger Eaton, 17 years old, leading the way with that 90. The rest of the field hits the course for the first time.
Is that the athletics?
So it's Jagger Eaton leading the way, Lemos right behind him, Bickle in third. But again, the second half of the field hits the course for their first attempt when we return.
Le rendez-vous chaque année, on espère que ça va durer parce que on a le droit à chaque fois des beaux événements, des belles compétitions.
Sorry, so what are we calling it? It's called the Skur,
Cette
what?
année, hein. Ouais, c'est clair. Encore une fois, skateboard, ski, snowboard.
Ça fait plaisir de se retrouver 2 week-ends d'affilée
C'est ça.
sur la chaîne.
Ouais, c'est ça. On était au FIS la semaine dernière. Là aussi, hein, il y a eu pas mal de belles choses. Grosse semaine, beaucoup de travail. Et cette fois, on est à Oslo pour vous offrir 6 Games. Regardez, un Jagger Eaton le leader. Ça fait un gros run.
Ouais, tout à l'heure c'était incroyable.
Voilà, il remonte sa petite chute sur le gong. Pas forcément les pires images de son run. Allez, les 6 prochains, on va retrouver Karsten Klepan, le Norvégien Yuto Rigome, le Japonais Shun Malto, Kelvin Hoffler, le vainqueur des X Games l'an dernier, Luan Oliveira et Shane O'Neill. Regardez, il est lâché.
On est en train de revoir le run qu'il avait fait, il y a 2
Il y
ans.
a 2 ans exactement, il a terminé deuxième derrière Nigel Houston. Attention lui aussi, hein, gros style.
C'est une machine.
Alors retrouvant en toute fin de cette start list, il va devoir passer lui aussi par ce stade des qualifications pour se qualifier au final. Donc dans tous les cas, il va falloir envoyer Luan Oliveira.
Aussi présent lui il y a 2 ans. 3e place. Ils aiment bien ce parc, ça leur réussit bien.
Oslo, c'est plein. Un public qui apprécie forcément venir ici voir les meilleurs skateurs au monde.
Encore
Et
on voit
Nigel Houston.
on voit le run de Nigel.
Qui reste vraiment l'un des tout meilleurs, voire le meilleur, hein, remporté la Street League encore l'an dernier. Cette année, il manque à la compétition malheureusement. Ça va permettre bien à un autre de lui succéder pour le coup.
On va voir ça. Hein.
Le podium il y a 2 ans, avec des trophées assez sympas.
Ah ouais, c'est
Personnalisé. Alors ça doit avoir une signification, là on a ici avec un masque de Zorro. Je sais pas ce que ça veut dire.
ça doit être un artiste local.
C'est ça. Allez, ça débrief, regardez.
Elle est en train de regarder comment il arrive à skater avec ses chaussures.
Kelvin Hoffler qui se dit mais attends,
Faut que tu m'expliques c'est quoi ça.
t'as vu la taille de la chaussure. Ah, il va peut-être s'acheter les mêmes, hein, on sait pas, on verra bien. Regardez, on disait le public est présent parce que bien sûr il y a les skateurs norvégiens, mais il y a aussi la crème de la crème à côté de ça. Et puis c'est un événement où les gens viennent en famille, pas mal d'enfants. Allez, ça s'entraîne encore un petit peu sur l'air de street. On va repartir dans quelques secondes avec le prochain rider. C'est le Norvégien Karsten Schoen.
C'est une Houston très technique, engagé dans ce
Ah, it's all good. Welcome back to day 1 here of X Games Norway 2018. We bring you into Skur 13. It's the Men's Skateboard Street Park Eliminations, and we are halfway through right now. And Gary Rogers, Jagger Eaton just put this whole field on notice with that 90 to kick things off.
I know. Everybody's sitting there like, hey, what do I gotta do?
Filles déjà, là il n'y a pas de qualification.
Lurberg came through.
So again, here in our 12-man field, only 7 will be moving on to Sunday's final. Will it include the Oslo native, Karsten Kleppen?
That name sounds like a leader
Gary,
of a small country.
no one has skated this park more perhaps than Karsten. He lives in Oslo. This park stays here year-round. This is his local park.
Wow. This would be a beast local. This would be a beast. Like, you woke up and you come here? That's fire.
But again, Karsten did skate on the X Games stage back in 2016. Finished 9th.
Okay. He's not really like a contest dude. I see him in a lot of like video parts. He did his, wow. He be going crazy on the rails.
en switch. Voilà le switch.
Switch slip slide, forward.
Another interesting part, final 5 seconds, it looked like he didn't realize he still had some time left.
And now he's like, okay, cool.
Well, you would think for somebody who skates this park so much, he would have his line pretty dialed in.
I haven't seen him do that line, so he's probably just here like, I'm gonna wing it and get a natural flow like that grab 270 he does right here. He wasn't doing that, so he's literally probably just like, whatever, not doing the same thing like most guys do, you know, for a safety net, so I can respect that. That back when he nose grind, he did that really icy a few times today, so kind of unfortunate he didn't get that.
Karsten, one of our 3 Norwegian skaters here in this field, and don't forget, on Sunday before the final, we'll also have that Nordic qualifier, where one guy will be getting in from that group into the final immediately following it. A 40.33 for Karsten. He's got some work to do for his second and final attempt.
He's sitting in 12th place, and it's only 7 skaters right now.
On rappelle, regarde le meilleur run.
Amazing crowd out here in Oslo. Very, a very respectful skateboard crowd. It seems very subdued, doesn't it?
Wow. Everybody's happy and stuff.
Yuto Horigome seemingly came out of nowhere, and
Now he for sure
was
came from
so
Japan.
good in the events.
He for sure came from Japan.
Had a top 10 finish in Minneapolis, finished 9th overall. Yuto's so precise on a skateboard.
I was talking to him earlier. I was like, why you look like you over it? He was like, no. I was like, you focus? He was like, yes. His English is getting better. I was able to talk to him. His English is getting fire, so I'm glad he's learning.
He's got yes. Still only 19 years old at Tokyo.
Hey, he went bowling last night. He was like, that's boring. I don't like that. I like basketball. Like, there you go. You got a hoop with me. So maybe I can show Yuto, because he can skate better than me, so maybe I can show him something on the basketball court.
Final 10 seconds for Yuto.
He was like boring, like 6 times. Don't mess with bowling. Oh. And that trick, that nollie feeble he does to come out forward, that's a rare one. That is a rare one. I think Costin did that and fully flared, I want to say. Not as
high.
Yeah, a long time ago. I think he was one of the first people I seen do that.
So he started things off with that nollie 270 lip slide.
I could be wrong, but I feel like Costin was the first person I seen do that trick.
An ode to one of the best to ever do it, perhaps.
I can give him that. Costin up there. He up there.
People want to know that. I know. They always, when they go, wait, what's Gary Rogers like? I'm like, you really want to know? And then they always say, who's Gary's skate? Like, who's his guy? Who's Gary's favorite skateboarder?
Oh, Mark Suchu. Mark Suchu, 100%. That's my dude.
I'm glad we could set the record straight.
Yeah, that's my favorite skateboarder. It's like him, Shane, Mark Johnson guy are all it's like top. And now Yako Ojona, y'all see him in the future. So I'll just mention that.
A 75 for Yuto, very interesting. Puts him all the way up into second, and it wasn't even really the run that he was looking for, which is crazy because he didn't finish strong.
He got above Mikhail, bro, and his home. This is set. Okay, hey.
And how about the Kansas City kid, Sean Malto?
We a long way from Kansas. Ain't that
Although technically, I was talking to him before. He hasn't given up his KC privileges, but he did wise up and move to LA. He is living in LA full time.
That's not wise, man. He's got a nice part of
where the scene was. He does have a great spot. So here's Sean Malto, a guy that we would all love to see.
That's a thing,
win
right?
The next game.
The long way from Kansas thing. That's a thing, right?
Yeah. Or we ain't in Kansas anymore.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, we in Norway.
Yeah, we in Norway now.
All right, for sure. Wizard of Oz. Hey.
Sean Malto always looks crisp in the polos. This one, though, seems extra like country club.
For real. Just came off the 18. He scored a 3 over par. He's hot. And now you got to skate this.
Malto probably actually does golf more than anybody.
And his home his hair part. He definitely does. He puts a part in his hair and he golfs. I golf too, believe it or not.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Since I was like 6 or 7 years old, I've been golfing. Gets the gap back lip to finish up his run. There you go. All right. All right.
Malto's best finish at the X Games, a silver medal he earned back in 2013 in Foz do Iguaçu, Brazil.
What did you just say?
Foz do Iguaçu.
No, I know you said words. But what did you just say?
A Brazilian home for the X Games back in 2013.
Okay.
This is his 8th X Games appearance. 28 years old, man. They grow up so fast.
Bro. No,
He's been riding
like
for
Felipe,
girl
I was just
forever. Like it feels like he's been pro on girl for a long time. A 78.33 for the always smooth Sean Malto. That bumps him up into second place. He's got to be feeling good heading into that second attempt. That's where you want to be. You want to be up there as you get into the top 2. And we've seen as we're about 80% through this field of run 1, we're not seeing massive scores right now.
We not. Kevin McHale should have had a massive score. I think so, but we'll get to that later.
Hey, how about a defending gold medalist, Kelvin Hoffler?
I told y'all, and I also told him he needed a metal clip for the top of his shirt so you don't rip it off again. But I told y'all he was gonna do that last year, and he did.
Perhaps the most Instagrammed moment of X Games Minneapolis
By him.
was his move of ripping the shirt and then your commentary. I think that got the most comments, retweets, likes, everything. When he went full Hulkamania.
I had to let him know.
He was feeling himself.
Bro, he laughed
In his
about that
X Games
all the
debut,
time. Yeah, he
earning a gold medal.
He just took it. Nobody was talking about him but me.
So Kelvin, so far, not the run he's looking for, but what is it about Kelvin Hoffler that makes him so good, especially in the contest format?
As far as, like, you know, contests go, he's so consistent. He's consistent at skateboarding. And he's consistent with difficult tricks. That's what makes him fire. And he's Brazilian, right? That's already, it's in the blood.
So his run one officially in the books.
He said he wasn't feeling too good himself, though, actually. Like, he said, not that he was hurt, he had something with his lower back. He was feeling a little tightness in his lower back. So it's probably, after that first run, he'll get it together.
It seemed as if he was practicing less than most of these other guys.
He was trying to chill, he's stretching out his leg and all that other stuff. He was doing it, you know, kept his shirt on. As you can see, he got the same shirt.
As you can see.
Bro got the same shirt on, yeah, dude.
But would you put it past him if he does nail his second run?
No.
To rip that shirt again?
Oh. He bet not. He bet I'm gonna flame him. I'm gonna go out there and just start laughing, point laugh. I'm gonna follow, point laugh.
So we await Kelvin's
What cartoon
1-1
character does he
score.
look like? Is it Skeeter?
Skeeter from Doug?
Doug,
Oh,
yeah.
you said that last summer. That's
Yeah, okay. All right, there we go.
Every X Games, it seems to come back to you, huh?
It does. Every time they do a close-up on his face, bro. And I think it's a different one, too. I want to say it's one of the Angry Beavers, but I'm going to stick with Skeeter again. I'm glad that I did say
It's
that
something
already.
from a Nickelodeon cartoon.
It's definitely a Nickelodeon animated cartoon.
A 76.33. Okay, so now this is what's interesting to me. You see a guy like Bickle, who went big, maybe didn't have the difficulty of trick, but skated so differently.
So he wasn't flipping into a lot of stuff.
So he maybe underscored. And then you see guys like Malto and Hoffler. Like, Hoffler fell off his board a few times, so he can only go up from here. Luan Oliveira, crazy to think that this is the Brazilian's 12th X Games appearance. He's got 2 silvers, 3 bronzes, excuse me, 5 medals, has never earned an X Games gold.
That's crazy. Back to that consistency. This dude has...
Who flips their board better than Luan Oliveira? You got to think about it.
I'm going to wait, and then we'll come back to when we do this next year, and I might still have an answer. Because Luan got the flick. You dig? He got the swag. Luan got the swag. Oh, my God. Luan be sneezing. Cramp.
Oh, no.
Oh, big cramp. Oh, yeah, you need the banana. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, big cramp. You're not hurt. That's the cramp.
That's a cramp.
That's a cramp. That's a LeBron James. We not even mad. Go ahead. Cramp up. You good. Stretch him out.
So the wheels come off for Luan, who is putting together a really nice run. He's going to put some pressure on himself to put it down in attempt number 2 as we take another look. And again, Gary, I don't want to rehash this too much because he's not here, but he's such a looming figure when he is skating in these contests.
But didn't he win his last appearance here?
Nyjah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was going to bring up. Nyjah Houston won back in 2016. So whoever wins out here, it's going to be a first time out on this course. It's going to be someone new. But just the pressure of not feeling like Nyjah's going to come in and set it right out the gate in eliminations.
I feel like for X Games in particular, that's like gone because he hasn't really won gold a lot.
It's
so
been a couple years.
I feel like you can breathe when you come to X Games. You're like, okay, he might not be on it today.
But the one thing about Nyjah,
but he does have
that guy does love to win qualifiers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Qualifiers. Does Nyjah qualify? Does he do qualifiers still? I thought, don't y'all give him like the A-class bump up at everything he pulls up to?
Start early with Nyjah Houston and the rest of the field. So this will be interesting to see how the judges score this one for Luan.
You just skating all day. He pull up in the finals already. line just intact. You just like, oh.
Someone parks his Audi.
I'm sweating, cramping. He don't, so his personal driver's parking his Audi. Oh my God. You seen that, the input of the Audi in his new part?
Yes.
He had it in the background for his new part.
Well, while we have you, while we wait on
adorable.
Luan Skur, let's talk about Nigel's part, the Nike drop.
All right. Well, we just gonna talk about it as a part.
Yes.
Don't care what happened. I'm just playing. So he did, okay. That was probably the most incredible skating I've seen. Now, as far as like, for the honesty with the steez, I'm not with Nigel's steez a lot, but Nigel is unreal, amazing at skateboarding. We can give him that. He ugly, he all that. He be doing cornball moves, but on that skateboard, that's gone. All that, you can't take that from him. That's you cannot take that.
There were too many enders in that part that he was casually at like
Bro, how do
the
you have
4-minute mark.
You have an ender in the 30-second mark of your video.
Yeah.
And it's not your opening trick.
Well, enough about a guy who's not here. The medics attending to Luan. We hope that it's just cramping as he stays down.
I don't think he pulled anything.
Hey, the score just dropped for Luan Oliveira, a 77.66, and he still had 15 seconds to skate with before he popped off his board. Crazy.
Okay, my mouth is on the floor. Pause. My jaw just hit the
And
floor.
by the way, no one has yet touched Jagger Eaton. That could change right here, right now, with Shane O'Neill anchoring this lineup. The 12th and final skater to drop in.
Woo!
You want to talk about tech wizardry? You want to talk about somebody that maybe makes the most difficult things look effortless? Look no further than Shane O'Neill.
Bro, it's like...
It's scary because he almost looks bored out there.
He do, but when you just switch from biggin and switch back tailing like that, you not bored. That takes focus, bro.
He earned a silver when we were here in Oslo back in 2016, so he knows this course very well, and we think that this is a course that really caters to his skating.
It does. I can say that. Kind of a few rails that mock his little backyard setup.
And this is also a guy who sometimes gets in his own head because he knows what he can do. So when he falls off of his board, it kind of gets into him, but he's clearly feeling good, and there's no Nigel who basically beat him for that gold.
Yeah, so Shane will never take it easy on himself, though.
Right.
So that's what you mean, like, by getting in his own head. He's always going to try to crook nollie flip, even though he could just go ahead and do a backflip fakie or something just to get his feet going. He's always like, I got to finish my run, so.
Well, the judges really seem
He don't care about that. He doesn't care about that big spin.
to be generous when it comes to guys
He don't care.
putting in difficult tricks in their run. You guys can't see this at home, but Gary is pointing to these tricks with his jaw dropped.
I'm not going to say, I am going to say something. They called a switch from big and nollie from board. That is okay. That's fine.
That's it, a little bit of a faux pas.
Happen.
So we await Shane O'Neill's run one score. If you're just joining us, Jagger Eaton, the youngest kid in this field at 17 years old, put on a show on run one, a 90 to take the overall lead. Will he hold on to it? What did the judges think of Shane O'Neill's first attempt?
You was asking me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you might as well.
What did, oh, what you want me to say, how much you think he got?
Yeah.
With that fall, he's probably going to be at an 81 because he's Shane O'Neill. I guess that's how we do it. I don't know. But no, seriously, it should be lower than Kevin McHale's. Just because he failed, but then he still did do a nollie, crook nollie flip.
Well, the judges
On his
really
tail.
taking their time with this one. Wow.
There we go.
A 68.66
All right.
for Shane O'Neill right now. That puts him on the outside looking in. Crazy enough. Remember, the top 7 will be advancing to the final. It's second and final attempt time after this, but it's Jagger Eaton leading this thing overall. And there you see Kevin Bickle is sitting in that 7th spot. Well, speaking of Kevin Bickle, I believe the third member of our team, our own Jack Mitrani, is down there with Kevin. Jack, what's good?
Norway, make some noise for your very own Kevin Bickle. Get loud for Kevin Bickle, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin, you put down an insane first run, but ended up with a 70. What do you got to do to bump that score up?
I don't know, try to do more technical tricks. I don't know. Just land some more technical tricks for sure.
Land some more. What's it like to be skating in front of your home country here? Is it easier? Is it harder? Is it more pressure?
Nah, I love it. All my friends, family is here, so it's a great time.
And I noticed when I got up here, you're not wearing any shoelaces. What's going on with that?
Suicide control.
Suicide mission. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Kevin Bickle. Good luck in run 2, man.
Hey, there you go. He got the Americans on. The Figgy joints. He rapping. That's the bro.
We're halfway through eliminations here in the men's skateboard street qualifiers. Day one of X Games Norway 2018 rolls on as it's time for second and final attempts here in the Men's Skateboard Street Eliminations. Brandon Graham alongside Gary Rogers in the booth, and it's Jagger Eaton leading the way here as we come to you from Skur 13.
Skur.
Skur. So run one officially in the books. Your thoughts in general as we get ready for Thiago Lemos to drop in for a run number 2. Thoughts on run number 1?
His run number 1, I feel like he was getting his feel for it, really trying to get it down, and now he's about to turn up. It's round 2, he's like, okay, do I want to skate here again? Do I want to skate here again? I got to get it together.
Again, this is eliminations. We've got 12 skaters. Only 7 will be moving on to Sunday's final. Right now, Lemos is sitting in that 6th spot. Ooh!
Fail. That crook fakie is disrespectful.
Off the way you would hope. Here's the thing. Right now, he's in that top 7 group, but you can't feel comfortable at all because a guy named Shane O'Neill is on the outside looking
That's
in.
true.
He's coming for you.
That's true. Yep. So that fall, better hope somebody else fall. That's all you can do. But those 3 tricks, though, aren't done in a contest. No. Nobody's fakie back 5ing like that. Whew. So 2 falls. He's not as focused as we thought. Maybe that pain in his knee is catching up to him. Look at his pants, dude. Look at my boy's fit. He's going crazy. I ain't even hating on him.
So if you're just joining us, Shane O'Neill currently outside of that top 7. Felipe Gustavo outside of that top 7. Deshaun Jordan
That ledge
in
is
11th
huge.
place. So some heavy hitters trying to crash into that top 7 party.
Bro, that thing is huge. Like, for him to crook all the way up there, it's like long, too. It's huge and long. Pause. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I want to thank all you fans watching all over the world.
Shout out to the planet, man.
We're just getting started here in Norway. Of course, tomorrow we've got ski and snowboard, big air. I believe tickets are still available. You can go to Ticketmaster.no. Lil Yachty performance tomorrow night.
Okay,
Catch that
okay.
show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Damn, you look at me like, I don't know.
No, I got it. Not like that. Like,
Okay, yeah, okay.
What else I'm finna do? That's the show. Like, what else I'm finna do? Of course I'm about to go to Yachty.
So Lemos' score, by the way, not besting his run 1 score, so he's just got to sit and wait.
Oh, Herman looked tapped in.
Herman Stenna, currently in 10th place, had a 58 on run number 1.
We be calling him Steen. See, he fell on the 180 switch crook. He got it this time. The light switch is up.
So right now,
Back nose.
Beckel, keep your eye on this score, 70. That's what Kevin Beckel has as he's holding on to that bubble spot.
I feel like if he does his same exact run and adds 1 tech trick, Kevin should be fine.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, Kevin Beckel set this course on fire, went higher than anybody else, went faster than anybody else.
But his score stayed at the house.
The
Big flip.
judges didn't seem
Turn up.
to like his trick selection. He's coming up in just a little bit, but Stenna right now, oh.
That was after the clock. Hey, no. That was after, right?
Well, the judges try and count that.
He's on reel. Yep.
Sean Malto's looking over at us like, did that just happen? I like how intimate this course is. You know, in Minneapolis, we do it at US Bank Stadium where the Vikings play, which is gorgeous, but like being in here, like we're having conversations with the skateboarders.
Yeah, you can just
'cause
stay
they're
right there.
10 feet away.
Yeah, we not in like a big, what are we in? What's that called? Like what is those called? Suites?
Yeah, the luxury. Yeah, where we were doing the broadcast.
I don't
before.
get to sit in those.
To give
I
you
don't
a
know
visual, we
Actually,
are.
I used to in my
wow,
day.
take a look at this. We are literally right above the course.
Oh yeah.
Here in the Skur.
We
13.
right there. We right there with him. See that big flip? That's how it's done right there.
So that's got a best is 58. It does an 83, putting Herman all the way up into second place.
All right, boy.
One of 3 Norwegians in this field. The fans
Putting on
loving
for
it.
his set for real. He putting on.
Such a respectful crowd. You hear that golf
Like,
clap?
I know it. Anybody screaming with beer in their hand? Everybody's
What's it going to
content.
take to really impress this crowd?
I don't know. Probably.
Jagger Eaton, there you see first place at Tampa Pro. Not Tampa Am, Tampa Pro.
Well, he's got a 90, right?
So, yeah, Jagger's feeling good.
So they're gonna take his 90, right? He could fall.
Nobody touching Jagger so far.
See how he pulls on his pants? He got the hood pull. That's what we call that. Nollie flip.
Jagger Eaton, by the way, was running the streets yesterday on Constitution Day. National Day here in Norway, very big.
Gucci kicks,
He was
I
Gucci
told
out.
you. To the socks.
I've never seen a 17-year-old wear a suit like that.
I mean, I have, but I didn't know he was rocking like that.
Yeah.
So, he talking about he got velo, all that.
Let's not forget again, Jagger.
Special meter full.
Jagger Eaton
Up,
won
down, square.
the AM contest at X Games this past summer. This is his pro street debut here at X Games. This kid was 11, hucking himself down the big air ramp. And now at 17, he's running circles.
At 17, he's
around
falling on
the field
switchback
on
lips.
the court. Ill-timed
Gucci shoes.
replay.
Hey.
Ill-timed replay.
That blunt kickflip, man. He does that automatic, like on automatic. I don't think I've ever seen him fall on one. And when he looks like he's about to fall, he turns it to a frontside flip. What a safety net.
It's been an incredible year for him. We haven't even talked about the fact that he won Simple Session back in February, too.
Oh, dang. That's Red Bull's thing?
He's coming on fire.
Is that Red Bull's thing? Okay. They set that course up with the monster ramps. Or is Simple Session just simple?
So here's Felipe Gustavo. I'm sorry, we got to set
Okay.
this up right now, Gary.
I got
10th
you.
place. We did not expect Felipe Gustavo to not make it onto Sunday's finals. What can he do here to get in that top
Just
7?
get that line. That's all he's got to do. He'll be in shape with his switch and his trick selection. He cool. He just got to make sure he lands it all. He should be fine. Switch back.
He's
Lift
just
up.
so controlled.
He right. He right. Always.
That's where I was saying the Shane comparison, where it just seems super effortless and just everything's
His feet be really close too.
Controlled.
He'll be having his feet really spread out, and he can just do whatever. His board control is at an all-time high.
And I thought he had it timed right to get this one last trick in. He doesn't.
That's
This
gonna be-
feels better than run 1, though, for sure.
So it'll be better.
Yeah.
It'll be scored better.
Again,
Don't do too much now.
by the way, with Herman getting up into second, that bumped out Bickle. Now, Bickle he's still got one more attempt to try and jump back into that top 7, but that puts Lemos now into that bubble spot. Chiago's holding on to that 72.33.
Holding on for dear life with that. See if that 2 run, man, it get real when you only got 2 chances. It get real in the field, or not the field, at this indoor concrete jungle, this controlled substance.
The finals format, they do get 3 attempts, but it is cutthroat here in Eliminations. An 88.66 for Felipe Gustavo. Man, it's musical chairs up there at second place, but still no one's touching Jagger Eaton.
The switch, like I said, he would be all right if he finished his run. The switch from the back 5 did come after the bell, so that's probably why he got that. I was kind of looking at that like, but he landed all those switch tricks, so.
So here's a guy
that
that you've got to keep your eyes on, Kevin Beckel.
Yeah. Please do your run, bro.
So
do the
massive.
same
You
one.
heard him talk to Jack Mitrani, just say, I guess I need to put some harder tricks in my run. Will he do it?
No, he needs to do the same run and they need to score it correctly. Just don't even switch it up. Just appreciate the, ooh, yeah, see? That's Krill fakey. Nose bleeds. I'm frontside nose blunt. No, I'm just playing. That's
Gary,
nose
why
bleed.
don't we see this style more prevalent in contests, just because of the risk-reward factor that comes with this style of skating?
Typically, these guys won't really like that, you know, because they aren't really consistent with that raw style. That just pops up. That's from your adrenaline to be able to skate like that, so. That's why you won't really find that type of style in contests a lot, you know?
So that was the challenging part as Beckel kicks it away. I think he felt good about that line in practice.
Yeah.
Then saw how it got scored and had to really switch up the game.
We all couldn't believe it, so that was a good run, but.
So right now, as it stands, Beckel's holding on to that 70, but he's currently out of contention to move on to the final, and unfortunately, I don't think this is gonna do it. Fun to watch, though. We're giving out a People's Champ Award. He might be there.
Yeah, I can give him that. He went the highest and the fastest, so. Look at that nose blunt. Look at that. Look at them shoes. Look at
No shoelaces.
no shoelaces.
A 58.66, so Beckel's day is done. Hard to believe he will not be moving on.
Scandalous.
This was a guy that people have been talking about all week. Even some of the pros were like, hey, have you seen this kid, Beckel?
Yo, him
He
in
was
the
making
streets is
noise.
something
He was making
else.
noise in practice.
Yeah, everybody's seen his part, and it's fortunate that the rails from his part in here, that dude, he turned up.
So here's Deshaun Jordan. He's currently in 11th place. Had a top 5 finish in his X Games debut in Minneapolis.
Sean be doing his thing.
Well, Deshaun has put some pressure on himself to stand
Yeah,
and deliver right here, right now.
That cap nose blunt, man. That's real wood slowing you down, eating your speed. Board slide up the rail, too much pop. That quick push, 2-7 lit, got it. He's on. He on. There you go. What do you think he's gonna finish up with?
Oh.
Tray 50.
Yeah. Hey!
That's a trick. Y'all don't know that's a trick. Everywhere else.
Hey, final.
Wow.
This is it.
Wow.
This one for the fans here. Deshaun Jordan, by the way, a very good, for your Deshaun Jordan trivia, an incredibly good roller skater. Did you know that?
I think I did peep that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roller skating's a hood thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not like rollerblade. Roller skating,
Yeah.
you know, with the 4 wheels, that's like,
It wasn't aggressive inline. It was,
Yeah, not-
it
not
was roller
aggressive.
skating. Okay.
remember those dudes that used to like triple backflip like 100 years ago?
Yeah, out here at X Games.
Yeah, them dudes was funny. Look at the tray flip, Willie, push, push.
Oh,
This is a Louis Barletta trick. I wish we counted stuff like that. If he would have rolled away, like just.
A 76.66, so that puts Jordan into 6th place. So if this thing ended right now, he'd be moving on to the final, but it doesn't.
It doesn't, so he's. Well, he's a 6, so he's. Yeah.
So Jagger Eaton still leading the way with that 90. We'll find out who's joining these guys. Let's head down to Jack Mitrani.
Hey guys, I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that Luan's doing good. He's feeling like he might be able to take his second run, so we're gonna have to wait till after the break, depending on what the scores are, if he's gonna get back out there. So highly anticipated. We'll see what happens after the break.
Thank you, Jack. Yeah, it would be a real shame if we
Where
don't
was
see
the
him
bad
out here.
news? Hey, he looks like he could do it. Oh, it's bad that he got hurt.
Right.
All right.
Who makes it on to Sunday's final? We find out right after this.
Yeah.
then there were six skaters left to drop in for their final attempts, and we'll find out who's moving on to Sunday's final. We are wrapping up run number 2 here at the Men's Skateboard Street Eliminations here on night 1 of X Games Norway, and it's still Jagger Eaton leading the way, but where we need to turn our attention to now, Gary Rogers, is that bubble spot, that 7th spot, which Kelvin Hoffler is holding on to with that 76.33.
I didn't think he would be on the bubble. Not today.
Well, Kelvin's day is done, so he's got to sit there and wait. Or excuse me, Kelvin still has his second run to drop in as well. So here's Karsten Kleppen, one of our 3 Norwegians skating. He is from Oslo. This is his local skate park.
This is every day. This is
his
brush his
every
teeth,
day.
do this.
No one rides this park more than Karsten.
That's what, you see that? Saving that switchback loop. That familiarity kicked in.
The judges will take note of that.
What's he pulling up here? Oh, the switch lip, man. He's making it happen.
A much better improved run from Karsten here on his second attempt.
With all that little sketchy fun, though. Look at him. See, that was clean. Clean. Now, oh, nope, the sketch is good. No, I like it. People that are doing those deck back lips now, those back disasters.
Karsten claiming for the hometown crowd.
Those deck back Ds, those are fire. I do the little overturn ones. They're not that cool.
Again, Kleppen is sitting in 12th place. That's dead last with that 40.33. This is certainly replacing it. Is it enough to get up into that top 7 conversation?
I don't know. I mean, just with the style, that's what they're going off of. As far as him just making sure he landed everything, I would give it to him.
This Long King's rail, we called it off the top, that Ragnarok rail.
Yeah.
That's from Thor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The third one. Yep.
You're up on your Marvel franchise.
Oh, yeah, I've seen all those movies.
Did you see Infinity War?
Yeah.
Gary's giving me this look right now.
Yeah, I saw Infinity.
So Karsten,
Yeah, I saw.
40.33.
They didn't have to do that to Spider-Man.
Some people haven't seen it.
I don't care, man. Go see it.
So Karsten's score coming in at a 71. Jumps him up a couple spots, but not enough to get into the finals group.
Well, so is he going home? Because he's already at
Is
home?
home, yeah.
So he just,
Stick around, I guess?
yeah. Have a water or orange.
Yuto Horigomy's in the spot that no one wants to be in on
As they
final
call it,
attempt time.
Apolline.
Right outside of the top 7. He's sitting in 8th, trying to leapfrog Hoffler's 76.33 and jump into that top 7.
Let this dude land all his tricks. He will not be nowhere near no type of bubble at all.
Yuto's got the goods. Remember, he ended up finishing 9th at X Games Minneapolis in his debut, but he was the top-ranked qualifier. And that list included one Nigel Houston, lest we forget.
Always got it.
That's the last time I bring up Nigel Houston on this broadcast.
Wow, the switchback tail. It's okay, you can talk about Nigel. He be there all the time. He's in all the standings. He's the contest killer and the street killer. Bro, he not on the bubble. He not on the bubble.
Yuto, I think I can say with absolute confidence, without even getting this one in, you're getting the finals group, my friend.
Yeah, he good. He all right.
That was the run we were looking for him on his first attempt, and he makes good on it. So technical. And again, it should be noted,
It's crazy.
from Tokyo, Japan,
Yeah.
street skateboarding in the Olympics
Yeah.
2020, where Tokyo, Japan.
Didn't he start off as like a vert kid or something like that?
Yes.
And now he's that.
This doesn't look like a vert kid.
I know, right? That's like with Jagger though too, with the big air when they convert, you know, it's like
It's not an easy transition. That's why you don't see it very often.
really not.
86.33 jumping
Told you.
Yuto up into 3rd place.
I told you.
Wow. So Sean Malto had a sneaky good run 1. He didn't finish on his board, if I remember correctly. but made some noise with a 78.33 on his first attempt.
Yes, he did.
Again, at this point, you got to be feeling pretty good getting into that top 7. Do you try to jump your score, give yourself a little breathing room, or you just say, hey, I'm good?
No, you got to go hard. You can't, you got to. Jagger was lucky, but other than that, you got to go hard. Like, you know, so, and I can tell that he's all about trying to make sure he gets this line this time, staying on it. He has one of the best back over crooks in skateboarding, period. Okay, wait, Jamie Foy pulled up, but Sean Malto is the ambassador of the back crook.
Well, Malto's always been a model of consistency.
And a model, period.
So,
Look at the homie. Look at bro. Oh. It looked like he popped a little late on that back lip, but he got it, so it don't matter. Switch flip,
this is a guy that we always see as a top 10 finisher in any contest.
Yeah, Sean Malto ain't just
He
going.
pulls up in. Of course, won a street league in the inaugural year back in 2010. I don't know if you saw it, but he did.
What is that thing again? Street what?
Street League, trying to get his first X Games gold, though. He does have a
back,
silver medal.
All right.
Sean's looking over at us. Do you like what we said? Yes. Yes, Sean. So Malto trying to jump up. He's got that 78.33. He's in the top 5. Again, top 7, moving on to the finals. What do the judges give him? An 83. Jumps him up 1 spot. Approved? He's Sean Malto, and he approves this message. So with that, Kelvin Hoffler is sitting in 8th place. He right now needs to get at least a 76.67 to jump over Deshaun Jordan and bump him out and get into the finals group. We're talking about our defending gold medalist from X Games Minneapolis.
Yeah.
This would be a travesty if we do not see our defending gold medalist.
He gonna be hot.
From Mini.
I'll be hot.
Moving on to the final.
He's another one, just like Yuto. He just has to get his line. That's it. He gonna be straight. Look at all the tech in his run, bro. Look at him. The Brazilians got it down packed. I don't know if it's in the whatever's their national food, in the language. Snapped with that switch tail 270. Look at that.
Gary, he is doing exactly what he needs to do.
Hey, 1-800 got them tricks on you. Wow, I ain't seen him do nose grind all day. Feeble up, do it. Oh, it's after the bell.
You know what that is? That's a preview for Sunday.
That's
saying, I know I'm getting into this group.
That was one of them, oh, y'all thought I wasn't gonna bring it.
Yep.
And homie was like,
yep.
All right, I didn't bring it. I think I got this now.
So if Hoffler gets the score that we anticipate him getting,
Lil Rip Shirt.
That would bump out.
That's a SoundCloud rap name, Lil Rip Shirt.
Deshaun Jordan.
All that tech, man. Where did they get that from, man?
Yeah, I think he's gonna like this score. A 92.33. Hoffler taking over the top spot. I don't even know if he realizes yet, as he's looking up at the screen, Kelvin Hoffler has just overtaken Jagger Eaton for the top-ranked qualifying spot. Remember, he's looking at this group going, hey, there's only one guy in this field who has a men's skateboard street gold medal. It's me. He's the only one in this field.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't tripping off nobody.
So with that, Deshaun Jordan gets bumped out, okay? So Luan Oliveira is sitting in 7th place. We saw him go down, looked like it was cramping. We're not sure. Jack Matrani gave us a report last break as he said the decision was still being made whether or not Luan is going to do it. And I'm just being told, officially breaking news, Luan Oliveira not taking his 2nd attempt.
Why did my heart hurt a little bit when you said the breaking news? Like, hey, look, I don't get it. It's just like,
Only thing that would have been better if there was some breaker, some
I
breaking
know.
news sounder
Yeah,
here.
bro, that was crazy. I was like,
So,
oh, man.
okay, so now this is what's interesting. Luan Oliveira is in 7th place. He's in that bubble spot. Shane O'Neill is outside of the top 7.
Oh,
if
man.
Shane O'Neill puts it down like we expect him to, that could bump out his buddy Luan.
Oh, man.
So big implications for Luan not taking that second attempt. We were surprised with the scoring of Shane's first run, a 68.66. It seemed a little low.
Yeah. A little low for any trick he's able to do.
Again, Oliveira is sitting in that bubble spot with a 77.66.
All them numbers.
Shane O'Neill would need at least a 77.67 to jump in there. And an inopportune time to get off your board, Gary. Oh my goodness.
Dang, Shane. That's how you living? It's cool. I mean, you know, sometimes you don't want to land tricks.
We were told that earlier in the year he was battling some bone spurs.
Yeah, you can tell in his face he's just not
Yeah.
feeling it. It's cool.
It runs with him from time to time. Take another look. Started this thing off right.
Hey, he started like, I was like, okay, he's tapped in. He's about to get into that.
Then where did it just go south for him?
Right after the fall on this crook nollie flip took him off his game. He was like, oh man, I feel like Shane O'Neill doesn't really understand falling that much, so when it happens, that little nervous gets into him, and he'd be like,
He goes, what is this feeling?
Start shaking, be like, what is, I'm not on my board, what is popping? Hey, this ain't right, help, help. Running, screaming.
A 68.66 on that first attempt. Again, Luan Oliveira's holding on to that 7th and final spot of a 77.66. We looked at this course. Shane O'Neill earned a silver medal on this thing 2 years ago. We thought this thing is just custom made for his brand of skateboarding.
Yeah.
Just not the day he was looking for.
Still fire though. He's still beast. He might not be in this, but that, think about the trick you fall on though. Crook, nollie flip, down a handrail. Water. And switch tray, I've never seen him really not do those. That's his trick, so. Look.
Judges taking their time with this one again.
Hey, he is in fact human. Okay, people? That was some human Shane O'Neill y'all just saw. Sometimes he turns the switch on, becomes a robot. Today, full-on human. Failed twice.
Yeah, but it's crazy how long they're really taking on this one. I mean, you see the look on Shane's face.
Bro, what if he just gets first place?
Yeah, all of a sudden just a 93 on the dot, jumps in. Well, it looks like the judges' scores are in because they look super chill. I mean, it's a better score. Yeah, and it will be a 71.33, but not enough to move Shane O'Neill into the finals group. Shocking. Not necessarily given how he skated today, but just the fact that we're sitting here telling you that Shane O'Neill is not moving on to the finals.
No, Shane O'Neill failed twice.
Right.
That's shocking. Breaking news. This just in. Front page of newspaper. The bomb is coming. Shane O'Neill failed twice. Right.
So that's a final look at our standings. Again, top 7. Moving on to Sunday's final. Kelvin Hoffler, Jagger Eaton, Felipe Gustavo, Yuteo Horigome, Sean Palto, Herman Stena, and Luan Oliveira, who didn't even take his second attempt, is moving on. Let's head down to Jack Matrani, who's with our top-ranked qualifier.
Kelvin, obviously very excited about qualifying first. How much pressure was on you there on that second run?
I don't know. I'm kind of still shaking because Deschamps passed me like the last minute. So I'm so happy to be here. Thanks, Oslo. And I don't know. Thanks so much.
How's this course treating you? What's it like skating in Oslo?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just love this place a lot because they're kind of cold. So I like it that cold. So I don't know, man. I'm just happy to be here.
It was amazing too when your score came up. You looked up and you saw that you were in first, but you didn't even flinch. Are you just that humble?
No. I'm just saving some tricks for tomorrow, for Sunday, right? So, yeah, man. We out here, right?
And if you back up that X Games gold, is the shirt coming off or is it going to stay on this time?
No, man. No more shirt rip. No.
We'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday.
I don't know, because the first time I just like, I don't know, super natural. So, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
The adrenaline, you never know what will happen, and we'll see it on Sunday. Congratulations for qualifying first. See you Sunday.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Kelvin. So he asked him there at the end, will we see a shirt rip? And at first he said no, and then he said maybe.
He was like, oh, you're just that? He was like, no. Don't ever have me twisted like that.
All right. So final thoughts here from today's eliminations, Gary Rogers. Kelvin Hoffler, our defending gold medalist from X Games Minneapolis, came correct on that final attempt. Is that a preview of what we should expect on Sunday?
It might
the guy that everybody's chasing.
Especially since he's saving tricks. Like, we haven't seen the fake 270 tail. I know he could probably do it on that blue rail over there. You know, so we ain't seen those tricks pop out yet. He probably really is saving something up for the finals. And he had the confidence. You see how he was talking? He was like, I got something saved for y'all. Like, he was like, I'm gonna be here on Sunday.
There is that swagger. There's a confidence to Kelvin skating right now, which is great to see. Again, our top-ranked qualifier, Jagger Eat.
No. I'm not humble.
Jagger Eat putting down that 90 was great, and Luan Oliveira cramping up, didn't even take that second attempt, and he is moving on. So that's a guy, when it's right, watch out for Luan. He may have finished 7th, but Sunday.
Luan cramped up, didn't do his second run, and got a higher score than Kevin Beckel.
That's crazy. That is crazy. So our top 7 are set. The men's final going down Sunday. Don't go anywhere, by the way. We're gonna stick around. The women are invading this course. Pamela Rota, Leticia Buffoni, Lacey Baker, Samaria Brevard, Alexis Sablone, all the big names out here. Day 1, X Games Norway just getting started. More from Skur 13 after this. eventful day one rolls on here at X Games Norway as we mark our return to the city of Oslo. We now turn our attention to the Women Skateboard Street final, where we will be giving away our very first X Games medals of this event.
You did.
We come to you now from Skur 13.
Big Skur.
Skate park here in downtown Oslo. Brandon Graham alongside Gary Rogers. Gary, we've got the best female skateboarders in the world all converged into one place.
Here we do. Is this, okay. As you see, the girls skating now has progressed so much, bro. It's ridiculous.
Headlined by some of these ladies. Pamela Rosa, last time we were in Oslo 2 years ago, she earned an X Games gold. Can she get back on top today?
Probably. If she gets her run, another one of those, I'm telling you, bro, like they got their practice runs are looking good. If they get them, they're fine.
Standing in her way, three-time X Games gold medalist, Leticia Buffoni.
Is that like their Nisha? Like when they see her, does everybody start being like, ugh?
That might be, but you cannot count out Lacey
legend.
Baker.
The legend.
Who's having herself a time right now.
No.
I don't know if anyone's making more noise
She
on
going
the
up.
ladies scene.
She going
than Lacey
up.
Baker.
She going up, for sure. Definitely going up.
So there's a
2017
great
was
look
her year.
at this course. Again,
2018.
built in 2016.
This is like y'all abandoned child, huh?
We left it here.
This y'all abandoned child. It's like, we're just gonna leave him in
We
Norway.
left it for the people, though.
I
So
mean,
all the
still
kids
it's still
in
adoption.
Oslo could skate this park.
Still adoption.
So let's now turn our attention to the course preview. What do we got here?
That A-frame, man, and those stairs. Okay, see that flat rail and that 6 or 7 stair length filling, that big ledge. We got the King Rail Ragnarok, the real wooden wave,
It
and
is
then there's the
real
triple
wood.
set. This brick pyramid feels like real bricks when you get on it, and then that triple set, like I was saying, and that drop rail. Nobody's really skated that drop rail today, but the long rail is butter, it's cream, buttercream.
If you're just joining us, men's elimination just wrapped up. Kelvin Hoffler, our top-ranked qualifier, trying to defend his gold medal from X Games Minneapolis. Those guys will be skating on Sunday's final, but today is the day, the main event for the ladies' side. It is the final. 8 skaters, 3 runs each. We count the single best score. I'm ready to get this thing done as we take a look at our judge team.
It's gonna be real hard for them today because a lot of these girls, they're not doing the same tricks. Like they're doing like, oh, as you see, wow, that was crazy. I'm sorry. They're not doing the same tricks. They're like kind of actually having lines on other obstacles. So you have like a tray flip going on the bank on one side and then a tray flip going on the bank on the other side. Somebody's popping it a little higher, a little different. So they gotta really pay attention to like how clean it'll be done and all that. That's what I feel like. And another thing is, too, all the girls are attacking the same spot right now, but, hey, some different tricks are going down on them.
So let's get this thing going. As you saw the start list, Samaria Brevard out of Riverside, California, fresh off of that Real Street video part that she just dropped a few weeks ago, the first female to ever compete in Real Street.
Yes.
We'll be kicking off this event.
Why didn't we just do
It's about time, isn't it? I think methinks 2019.
Yeah, as much as they're progressing, they need their own thing. Throwing her with the boys was cool or whatever, but they need their own. You feel me?
Crazy to think, 24.
Even though it's all one, you can actually, she could be, but just have more of them compete in it.
Yeah, Samaria Brevard making her 7th X Games appearance. She earned a silver medal. Her lone X Games medal this past summer at X Games Minneapolis.
Are they playing Jaws music? Don't do that. It's creepy.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, the intimacy of this venue is probably unparalleled in professional skateboarding.
Like if I yell something crazy inappropriate, you're gonna have like 6 people just staring at me.
I have a sneaking suspicion that may actually occur at some point today.
No, we're good. Doesn't need to.
Samaria Brevard, 20 seconds left.
Wow. Good kickflip over that triple set. She's been landing that all day, so not shocked that she got it. She actually just bailed one, so. Smooth 50. you know what? When she lands her tricks, they look good. Like when she lands them 100% comfortable, they look really good.
Hey now. A very strong run one for Samaria Brevard. She's so even keel, you know what I mean? Like, just seems very comfortable, very calm, very collected, and that's evident in her skating.
Yes, she does. She drops in prepared, like, okay, I know what the task is. Can't believe she didn't get the crook. She was really holding and popping out of that significantly all day. As you see on the kickflip, she caught it a little weirder than she was earlier. She had a good stand on it earlier, was able to kind of roll out front side on that one, leaning forward a little bit. 50 probably just to get her feet back working, which was cool. Take that. You know, you got 3 runs in this finals. No need to rush and do something that's going to take you off your game, so.
A 55.66 for Samaria. As the first run officially in the books here in tonight's final.
Mariah Duran.
So there's a good look at Mariah Duran out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Earned a silver medal, her lone X Games medal, back in 2016 in Austin, finished in 10th place last summer in Minneapolis.
Wow. She has a big bag of tricks. She knows what she is doing. I rock with bruh. She had a part come out maybe a year or something ago where she skated like a ditch spot at the end. I think it was like hard from into a ditch spot. It's kind of blurry right now, but either way, I like the part. That's the point of it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got all the facts right now, but I like the part.
Mariah's
she does the front feet on the A-frame rail.
Got the pro deck for Meow Skateboards.
Yep, pro. Congratulations to her for being pro. There you go. She got that feeble on that long rip. Look at her. Like, you don't really see many girls doing a ghetto bird, even though the foot was on the ground. We won't go with that one, but many girls aren't doing that.
So again, in this finals format, each of the skaters getting 3 attempts here. So you can afford, unlike say in Eliminations, you can afford to kick one away, really 2 away. That's the beauty of this format. So as you can see, the girls right now just kind of getting their feet wet, and I don't know that we can read too much into any first attempt from the ladies.
Yeah, no, not right now. They literally have the jitters. You can see it. They have a little bit. You know, they had a lot of downtime after waiting for the men and everything. So now, I feel like second runs, they're going to all click in.
Let me ask you something, Gary. These girls are accustomed to skating, say, X Games Minneapolis in a big stadium and a big setting, and it seems like the stands are really above them. They are really exposed right here.
Oh, yeah, they're...
This is a small park, and people are literally 10 feet away from them.
Yeah.
Do you think they revel in that? Do you think they like having fans this close, or is it something that maybe gives them a little bit more
honestly can say I don't think they think about that. I think they're, like, ready to skate. They just had... The only thing I feel like that makes them nervous is their peers. That's the only thing. You know, everybody's... Like, look at Pamela Rosa. She started off on fire right now, so.
Pamela Rosa, 2 X Games gold medals, 2 silver medals. We saw her earn gold back in 2016. She had herself a year in 2016. She won gold at X Games Oslo and then won gold at X Games Austin.
Jeez.
Very, very consistent.
Yeah, she's beast. Once again, Brazil, man. I gotta go there, man. I gotta spend like 6 months out there and see if I can get my legs up, man. See if that's what it is, man. It's probably the air out there. Y'all breathe it in and you get technical.
We first saw Pamela Rosa in 2013. And I believe she was 12 years old, if memory serves me right, the first time we saw her on the X Games stage. So at 18, you're looking at a seasoned vet.
As she gets that, on that triple set, she does a front lip. She came out of that one, flew off that rail, jeez. Front Smith really clean, square. Crook. I'm hyped what girls are doing for like girls that are skating, you know? That stuff is really cool. It's like, they're killing it.
There you see Pamela's mother. She travels with Pamela to every contest all over the world.
That's real love and support. That's tight.
A 60.33 for Rosa. Good enough for second place here early in the final. Julia Brookler out of Vienna, Austria, 4th X Games appearance, yet to see her get a podium finish. 6th place at X Games Minneapolis this past summer is her best finish to date.
I know she's for sure hoping all that changes. Wow, the nose slide 270. I like that trick a bunch, dude. Every time I see that trick, I like it. I like when people are able to do it with the slappy, too. Oh, man, she was getting that tray flip earlier. I can't believe it got away from her. I told you it's that first, like you said, the first run jitter, you know, so she knows back in second run, the switch 50. She knows in that second run, she'll be able to go back to that, hopefully clean it all up.
The mentality changes skater to skater because sometimes someone doesn't land a trick early into their run and it plays mind games for the rest of the attempt.
Yeah.
And then others, they just block it out and they forget about it and it's just business as usual.
Yeah, that's so true. That does happen. Unless your Shane O'Neill never falls and completely blacks out.
So Brookler's first run officially done.
Hard? Okay. She's got a good little trick selection too.
So we take another look at the goofy-footed rider's first attempt.
Man, see that tray flip just didn't turn a little bit. She almost had it. And as you can see, it started to mess with her by not getting that because she was landing it all day, so it took her off her game, messing up on the feeble right there. And kind of just trying to pick it up, make sure she gets some points on the board with the nollie big. That's smart. See, that's smart thinking if you're going to be like in these contests or whatever. Like, just do little things like that because landing something can get you your adrenaline, like, correct. Landing anything, even if you do a 180 sometimes, it helps you be like, all right.
A 52.33 for Brookler. Again, a lot of these ladies, for the longest time, this was the main event for them to skate. Now there are so many more contests for Women's Street.
Yes.
So they're getting more comfortable. Speaking of somebody who's comfortable in this format, in this course, 3-time X Games gold medalist, Alexis Sablone.
The G.
Last time we saw her take the top spot, it was in 2015. But she is fun to watch.
Mind you, she's 31 competing out here with a lot of like 18, 19-year-old people, you know what I'm saying? She's still handling business. Alexis Sablone's always been one of my favorite girl skateboarders.
What a start.
Or just skateboarders.
What
I
a start.
gotta stop saying that.
That's very true. To her X Games career, as a rookie, silver. Second year, gold. Third year, silver. Fourth year, gold.
That's
and then, of course, another gold in 2015. And it should be noted, by the way, I gotta get this in here as she gets her final trick. We'll see what she's got.
Bro, what? Did she get... The camera was a little behind or something.
She got that before the clock went. An MIT grad from a master's degree. She'll be spending 5 weeks in Europe, and she's a panelist at Reverb, the first international academic conference on skateboarding at the Bartlett School of Architecture.
She goes crazy. That's so cool.
It's not just about a skateboard for Alexis Sablone, but when you see her skate the way she skates out here today,
almost getting that kickflip front 50.
It's crazy to think just how good she is and how dedicated she is given her bandwidth and how it's been stretched out with all the education.
Lady of many talents, man.
Very, very.
And an OG in the skate game.
A 65.66 for Alexis. So far, no one's been flawless. We're not necessarily seeing the scores that we expect, but again, 3 attempts in this final.
Yeah.
You can afford to kick one away, but Alexis Sablone early on has the lead. Here's Candy Jacobs, our lone Dutch skater in the field.
Candy.
Making her 6th X Games appearance, yet to find the podium. Best finish came in 2016, 4th place overall.
Trying to be looking in on it today. Obviously, she got her little run going, so it's different from the one she was warming up with, so you can see that she's just like, hey, I gotta just skate, which is a good mentality too, because having that setup line, you're landing it all day, and messing up on that trick really will take you off your game.
Very true.
Sometimes winging it on the first one, it's like, all right, cool. She was doing the feeble fakie all day, so she went back. So now she feels comfortable to go back to her old line. But I feel like now landing a few of those tricks and then going at it is like, all right, I'm on. Like right now, she should definitely take first place. She killed it. So a few tricks I ain't see her to do, she was like, all right,
Looked like she was also trying to get her timing down a little bit.
Yeah.
These runs are 50 seconds. That's 5-0. Looked like she was coming across the course for one more. That's the name of the game, too. Let's not forget. The best skaters, male or female, when it comes to a contest format, have their runs timed perfectly.
Yeah, they do try to get them down. You see a few people, like, almost with the land, you could tell, like a sketchy land, you'll see somebody land something after the buzzer, which means, like, you know what I'm saying, they were taking off a little bit.
74.33. Gary Rogers calling it as Candy Jacobs taking over first place. Fans loving it out here at Oslo. Let her hear it.
With your crazy uncle shirt.
So Candy Jacobs taking over the top spot, but there's a couple of big names set to drop in for the first time. Leticia Buffoni. Look at that. 15th X Games appearance.
Is she new?
That's incredible.
Is she new?
3 gold medals, 2 silver medals, 3 bronze medals, 8 in total, the most decorated skateboarder in this field.
Wow.
And Gary, when she's right and she's healthy,
yeah, it's a wrap.
I don't know if there's anyone better.
It's baby way to rap. Not a rap, because there's a few girls out here that have a trick, you know, but as far as this contest stuff goes, that dial in comes all the way.
So much pop, style.
It's like her and Pamela have that, you can block it out.
Yeah, very much
type
so.
of mentality, especially Leticia, who's a little bit older.
Leticia Buffoni putting together a first place run.
She definitely is.
That was always the problem. It was kind of like, too, when you would watch, say, Ryan Sheckler in a contest. And he's so fun to watch, and you know he's got the tricks. But sometimes just one fall would just crush him, and he couldn't get over a trick.
Yes.
And I think sometimes you see that with Leticia when she hasn't won, and she's won quite a bit here at X Games, but when she doesn't, it's because she gets fixated on a trick that she's having trouble landing, and it gives her trouble all 3 attempts. There you see Felipe Gustavo showing her some love. That's about as good as it gets for a first attempt.
She came ready, man. She seen everybody falling. She was like, I'm not finna do none of that.
Well, I'll say this.
All these tricks.
We're 7 skaters into this 8-lady final. It seems like there's some jitters in terms of girls falling, but everyone is riding with a certain level of confidence.
They all are. They are. And obviously, being a little later, she's seen what was going on, got to get the, you know, a lot of people went first.
Oh, what an advantage, yeah.
Yeah, and it almost went in order of who skated, who did better.
Very good point, yeah. 84.66 for Buffoni. She takes over a commanding lead, but will it be short-lived? That's the question. Because following her up, 26 years old, with an X Games gold medal, 6 medals in her X Games career. So much fun to watch. Lacey Baker. Lacey won the Barracks 2018 Populist Video Contest.
She did.
Pro for Nike now.
Who? She did win that Populist contest. That's just the support and love for her, man. That's where that came from.
You know, she's gotten a lot of high-profile media coverage. New York Times, Vogue, Rolling Stone. And it hasn't had an effect on her skateboarding negatively at all.
Has not.
It's only raised the level.
It really, like, she knows she has to put on for a lot of people now. So, and it's not pressure. She's happy to do it. It's different. You know, she doesn't oh, man, I said she had to get that if she wanted to do it, but she didn't.
Adding to her accomplishments and top of all the X Games hardware.
Go back to it. There you go. It's your first one.
Street League
Go back to
Super Crown champion 2016 and 2017.
Oh, man.
But again, as we take another look, it wasn't perfect from Lacey Baker, but just a preview of what to come if she can clean some stuff up.
Yes. That's all she has to do. All she got to do is clean it up. As far as the run goes, though, it's not looking better than Letitia's, but it is looking good. Like with that frontside flip on the bank, a lot of style. She comes up on the bank and does it. She doesn't really wait, try to pop it. She like is flying up the bank, which looks really cool.
It does. The style is there with Lacey Baker. A 78, so even getting
Look at
off the
Sid.
board a couple of times puts her up into second place.
She's so beast. She is. She beast.
So all 8 skaters' first runs officially in the books, and it's Leticia Buffoni leading the way with that 84.66. But the beauty of this format, we're just getting started.
Yes, we are. It could turn up at any point. You seen if you like Mariah Duran, that run that she did, I feel like there was some like wing it that went on in there, but she should probably stick with that, and she could probably bump up, do her thing.
But to your point,
Come
you
on,
said
some
given
jewelry.
the start list, it really felt like the most comfortable skating we saw at the end. So
Yeah.
much more to come here on the course at X Games Norway, run number 2, right around the corner. A gorgeous day one here at X Games Norway 2018 is set off with the very first final of the games. It's the Women Skateboard Street final right here, right now from downtown Oslo. We come to you from Skur 13 Skate Park, a park that was built back in 2016 for this very event. We left it behind as a local skate park for kids to come and skate, and we've made good on our return here back in 2018 as run one officially in the books for the ladies, and it's Leticia Buffoni setting the pace with that very impressive 84.66.
Yeah, she went all in on that one. She went all in. She looked like she was most focused. She went 7th, correct? So she seen what the whole entire field was looking like. Just went on attack, basically, and now she's up in first place.
8 skateboarders, 3 runs each. We count the single best score. Samaria Brevard is coming in with a lot of hype. She's been skating so well for the last year. Uncharacteristic run one for her, struggled quite a bit, 55.66. We expect her to be competing for a podium finish here today.
Yes, we do. She's messing with Enjoy. Edney, she's been stacking clips, having a lot of parts. Dude, like, look at that, 180 switch 50. That's a rare one to see with this group, so she got a big bag. Failed on her kickflip. That's her kickflip, so run 3 with that line, that should be a little bit better, but everybody is talking about this girl right now, and she has been proving herself. She got a few things that she knows she needs to work on personally, like as far as like landing some more stuff, like landing stuff a little bit better, stuff I mentioned, you know, about, but other than that, she's gonna kill it.
Our defending silver medalist from X Games Minneapolis is gonna have to put in some work on that 3rd and final attempt.
Her with the Cisco haircut.
We did not see that last summer.
No, we didn't. That's the tech. That's not the Cisco. That's the tech. Cisco had the silver.
Yeah, Cisco was silver.
She got the tech from MTV haircut.
Come for the skateboarding, stay for the late 90s R&B trivia drops. So Samaria Brevard of 50, again, sitting in 7th place at 55.66, but it's all good, Samaria. You've still got one more crack at this thing.
You got one more to get right.
Mariah Duran. Well, before she drops in, let's take a look at Mariah off the course, where we caught up with her at her home in New Mexico.
Hi, my name is Mariah Duran, and I'm a professional skateboarder. I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The skate scene is really cool here. We kind of just vibe off of everybody. We all just want to skate, have fun, so super stoked to live here. Having skating in my life kind of teaches you like commitment and confidence. You have to like believe in yourself. It just motivates you to like think like you can do most of anything you put your mind to. I keep motivated by like trying to break the gender barrier. I don't really think I'm a girl when I'm on a skateboard. I just think as a skateboarder, we have the same thoughts. You know, we try the same tricks. I just want to be able to travel the world, meet new people, skate different places, you know, just grow as a skateboarder. That's probably the future moves. Very simple, but very broad, I guess.
Something super poignant she just said in that feature, and I'm trying to help break that gender barrier, and it's something that we've been talking about. It's not just, oh, hey, they're pretty good on the ladies' side. These ladies absolutely shred this course the same as the guys. They've got incredible ambassadors and some of the best skateboarders on the planet in this field.
I can't wait till that is just like, all right, you're just a skateboarder. Obviously, they know with the progression, as girls are progressing, they know, but like when you could just be like, yeah, she just skate, or she's just a skateboarder.
And again, Samaria Brevard, who we just saw, she competed with the guys in the Real Street video contest just a couple of weeks ago.
And got
as
both.
you said, next time out, we fully anticipate that the ladies will get their own Real Street video contest.
And in a few years, it's just one.
Because there's enough
one girl's
talent.
better than all the dudes.
100%.
And she wins, not just by votes or popularity. She's actually going as hard as anybody's ever seen.
So not the run that Mariah was looking for. She's sitting in 5th place.
But she got that feeble. So she messed up on that last time. She got that feeble, so now she's probably feeling a little bit better.
Sometimes it's as simple as getting that one
Yeah.
trick that
And
gave
now
you
line three,
trouble
she's
on
like-
1-1. Now she's got it on attempt number 2. And she knows she's got one more attempt out here today.
I can't do front threes to save my life. If my mama was in a burning building,
Yes.
and God said, you land a front three right now, I'll magically bring her outside,
Right. Yeah.
I would have to blow a kiss.
Oh.
I can't front three to save
But
my
you
own
give
mama.
it a try.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna just let her go.
Yeah, good.
Nah, I'd land it. It's my mama. I turn up by my mama.
66.33 for Mariah. 3 points better than run number 1. 4th place is where she will be. There you see our current leader. Letitia just put the entire field on notice with that run. But Pamela Rosa.
They're like the same different person. If that made any sense.
Go on.
They're like the same different, like their styles kind of, you almost see like Pamela might be a little influenced by Letitia. Like for real.
Oh, it's impossible not to.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Brazil. Oh, but falling is something Letitia didn't do, so I don't know all that. No, I'm just playing.
This is something that we didn't really see from Pamela when she won back in 2016. Consistency was the name of the game. All of her runs were so clean in that final. She's trying to get back to that top spot, and you see her pace. I mean, you see the way she pushes. She tries to get in as many tricks as she can.
She like 26, 25, 24, 23 in her head. Get the kicker from board. Got it. There you go. There you go, Saint. There you go, little dude.
Pamela always wearing that brace on her right hand, or right wrist, I should say.
She must have broke the out of that thing.
There you see Pamela's mother. And if you've never watched Pamela Rosa skate before, her mom is with her at every single event, and every single attempt, her mom is absolutely on pins and needles. She's an emotional basket case every single time she hits the course. It's amazing. But when she did win here in Oslo back in 2016, there wasn't a prouder person, happier person, someone with tears of joy quite like her mother.
It's never gonna be.
It was beautiful to watch. And again, Pamela Rosa, still just 18 years old.
Yeah. Young and kid. Second place.
So she's replacing that 60.33. There's no doubt about that. But how high will she climb? Gary Rogers says second place. Has to settle for third. Not enough to overtake Lacey 78, but a 75.33 puts her into bronze medal position here in run number 2. It's early.
It is. It's only second one.
But she knows she can clean some things up. So
You
here's
gotta
Julia
do none of that
Brookler.
falling.
Julia right now, last place. She's sitting in 8th. Just trying to get a full pull, a clean run right here.
That trick, I gotta go learn that. I gotta learn that one. I'm gonna go learn that. That's my next trick now. Without the fakie before it. Just the actual, see that tray flip was getting to her head. It's in her head that she failed it. I was hoping that it wouldn't happen to her. I hope she'd be like, man, forget all that.
You say I'm gonna go learn that trick, and I truly believe it because before the broadcast, you're out skating the course.
Yeah.
During a commercial break, you're out skating the course.
Yeah.
After the show, I imagine you're gonna be out skating the course.
Nah, my knee is like, bro, sit down.
You show me another analyst in any sport that's hitting the field or the court the way you're hitting the course with all of these athletes.
Hey, the court and the, you know what I'm saying, and the skate park, that's me. I can't even knock it, not even a little bit. Yeah, I do. Oh, is it? Oh, man, I can't believe she messed up on that tray flip again. You gotta get it together. One more run.
Let's take another look at Julia.
I gotta learn that. I gotta learn the no slide
That's
270.
clean.
Without fakie, that
Really
is super
clean.
hard. And she's doing a lot of styles. She's keeping the switch 50 in her run. I like that. Kind of opening up the switch.
She was getting on and off that ledge with ease, a 45.66. So yeah, she's really got to put in some work on that third and final attempt. Looks like she's going over to the athlete lounge.
Possibly.
Hope
Probably
she's okay.
She probably get something stretched out after that fall. Probably. That's all I'm. Yes.
Alexis Sablone trying to replace that 65.66 from her first attempt. She's trying to get back onto the podium here at X Games for the first time since 2015, when she took home her last X Games gold medal.
Right back to MIT. Just go
Yeah,
right
already
back.
got the Masters. I'm sure there's a doctorate in the near future.
Yep, she's going right back. She's going to win this and go right back. Probably pay for another
Few
another
people
course.
love college as much as Alexis Sablon.
Bro, look, see? Look, she was like, hold on, what do I want to learn next? I'm going to do this kickflip front 50 so I can pay for it. Please get this kickflip, bro. Come on. What?
There it is.
What? Hey, and her style, go.
The Brooklyn native has been a mainstay on this X Games stage since 2009.
For real? Man.
Final 5 seconds for Alexis.
Ooh.
I wanted her to get that, Gary. I assume you did too.
I did. I was hoping she would come through with the flawless run, but now everybody's seen what she's wanting to do. For her to get tech on that final rail is gonna put a lot of people on edge. Like, okay, maybe I do gotta throw, like, you know, Pamela's doing her kick for front board on the smaller A-frame. She might have to throw it down on a different rail.
You catch her her New Balance part back last year? Tricolor?
I did. It was. She's always been a beast to me. I'm a fan of Alexis. She's tight.
You're just at your core, Gary. You're a skate junkie. Like, does anyone consume more skateboarding?
I don't want the word junkie near my name at all.
Does anyone consume more skateboarding than you?
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm a junkie.
And you jump back into the bag of, like, you talk about parts and
well, that was like
spread.
That had to
that true.
Her part had to be watched because I like her, so I like her skating a lot. So he said,
What you remember that I say, skate nerd?
I be scratching my neck waiting for new parts. Yeah, maybe actually.
So here's Candy Jacobs sitting in fourth, actually had the lead for about a minute.
Yeah.
During run number 1, an impressive first score before Leticia Buffoni took it from her.
Now the lip side, like, see, her lines are all different.
How important is that, by the way, to judges, especially if you
wild.
land your first run, to see some variation on that second attempt?
See, that, I feel like, I don't know, because usually when you try to switch it all up, you do get a bail in there, like you see with the kickflip. So, like, but if you switch it up and you get it flawless, then the judges are like, wow, like you did 2 different runs and you were able to, I feel like that's even crazier. That go way harder than doing the same run. She's just winging it, kind of like, I feel like in that shirt, though, you got to wing it. Nothing set in stone in that. That nollie lip side. You see that progression, man. Nollie switch is coming to the ladies. One day, there's going to be a girl that can switch flip back nose blunt down a hair. I'm telling you, they're better than us as humans. Maybe start life and all that. Women are the ones.
She'll hold on to that 74.33. She'll stay in 4th place. So we're in the middle of run number 2, and it's Leticia Buffoni who put down the top score in run number 1. Only Lacey Baker to follow her on the second attempt. What does she have for an encore?
Definitely, probably that first run, just no bails. That's probably what she's focused on. Did she have one? Or was that after the run?
I think it was after the run.
Okay, well then, hey.
But this is a great place to be, isn't it, Gary?
Yeah,
when you have that type of run on first attempt and no one's really touching you on the score so far as we're ending the run number 2, she can afford to take some chances here.
Yeah, she can. To see how good she can get. She can't be like, all right, let me just throw this out. You know what I'm saying? But she's comfortable. Like, she does a few falls. She'll realize around 3, or if anybody does take her out in 3, it'll get serious. And her being a little bit later lets her see who is gonna take her
Oh,
out.
the game plan. When you're going at 7th or 8th in an 8-athlete field, the ability to strategize and watch what the entire field's doing in front of you, that's so invaluable.
This is skate park.
Good point. It's not just a skate park, Gary. It's
the
a
we in the
skirt.
It's the skirt. It's the skirt.
Skur 13 here in downtown Oslo. So she will not best her run 1 score. This is a throwaway, but again, she'll get one more attempt to 55. So she holds on to that 84.66.
She on beats, man. Hey,
First place is where she stays.
you on beats? I need some headphones. Me, my girl, my mama, we all need some headphones.
Trying to get those beats.
What's up, Dr. Dre? If you watch the X Games ladies finals, as you should be, throw me some headphones, bro. For
Lacey Baker, she's right behind Leticia Buffoni, sitting in 2nd place at
Bruh.
a 78.
You seen that? Look at her.
She goes hard in the paint.
Look at Sid. That Nolly Hill been messing with her all day. She's sunning that front side flip, though. Every time she went on that bank and did one, except for the first one she did, she got it. Oh, look at her laughing it out.
She
don't
pops
care.
up. That hurt for.
She don't care. Look,
That hurt.
she's like, y'all see my year? I can lose this and still be me. Oh, not even gonna mess with the 2-step shove. Or some people call it the big spin out. Yeah, you know?
I think that fall earlier made the decision for her on whether or not she was going
She
to
was like,
complete that
I'm
trick.
going to round 3. I'm gonna wait till 3. But then she got the back 5-0 front 1. She just did the back 5-0 for the first one. So obviously she was comfortable somewhere, and then after a fall, kind of messed with her head.
So she's in silver medal position right now. This score is not going to improve.
She's
on
already
the
wearing a
78.
silver chain. She's probably focused on that, or it's platinum.
She looks good to get that podium finish. Obviously, we've still got 3rd and final attempts around the corner. But watch out for Lacey Baker, because I think she's going to come hard final attempt. And she's going to be the last one to drop in.
Yeah.
Think about that. So there is our standings with 2 runs in the books. Leticia Buffoni still leading the way. Let's head down to Jack Mitrani, who's with Leticia.
Leticia, in 2016, I watched you take a slam here that still to this day, when I think about it, gives me the chills. Are you here for a little more revenge this year?
Yeah, unfortunately, in 2016, I didn't skate that good, and then this time I was more ready, and I'm feeling good, and I'm excited to be here. So
How does it feel to be in first place right now?
I'm stoked. I just hope I land my last run, and let's see.
Right, let's see. Well, best of luck on run number 3. Give it up for Leticia, everybody!
Leticia Buffoni trying to add to her X Games hardware collection is a 9th medal in her future, a 4th X Games gold. We'll find out after this 3rd and final attempts here from X Games Norway.
Hey,
after
Norway is
this.
so nice. Hey, yo.
It all comes down to this third and final attempt time here in the Women's Skateboard Street Final on night 1 of X Games Norway. We come to you from downtown Oslo. Skur 13 is the skate park, and it's Leticia Buffoni leading the way after 2 runs with that commanding 84.66. Can anybody touch her? Gary Rogers coming in this third and final attempt.
I mean, like a high five or like, you know, the trainer massages.
Yeah.
Oh, skate-wise.
Skate-wise, probably, yeah.
If Lacey gets through her nollie heel,
yes.
If Samaria lands her kickflip, it's any, you know, I'm gonna leave it up to anybody. I'm not just gonna say she with the untouchables, but that 84 is sitting up there.
So Samaria Brevard, third and final attempts. Hasn't quite been Samaria's day so far, but we know how good she is, and that right there, Gary.
Well,
to fall like that right out the gate.
I can hear the trombones.
We'll see if she puts a little bit more hustle into this to try to land some tricks. And
oh, that got her. She was like,
it sounds cliche when you just say, hey, it's not someone's day.
Yeah.
Samara Brevard, we thought there was a podium finish on the line potentially. Colin Bain, our researcher here, it was like his sneaky pick to potentially win this thing outright. And I think even Colin can agree.
Tray flip it?
Just not her day.
Oh, she got a good tray flip too. Something wrong with her hand. She fell. It was bothering her.
Samaria, of course, joining the Enjoy team late last year. Got that pro deck in November. Had a silver medal at X Games Minneapolis. The resume is there.
Couldn't get it going at all for that one.
Yeah.
I didn't think she would go 0 for 7. That crook, like, was all the way in the back of her head, like, yo, we just gonna go home today.
So we move on. Mariah Duran out of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I should have said something.
What?
If she gets a solid.
Oh, Mariah's got something.
Yeah,
that if she can put it together, if she can stay on her board, I think we've got somebody ready to invade this podium. Right now, the way things stand, Buffoni in first, Lacey Baker in second, Pamela Rosa rounding out the top 3. And again, man, not
that
not
third,
the start you're looking for.
That third final run, everybody was like, it's so much pressure. It's like, this is like the deciding factor, and you're the first 2 to go. That pressure just got to him. It's cool. Now she has to do this nose blunt El Toro. She can win. Okay, cleaning it up. I feel like she just didn't have enough speed because she didn't necessarily fall off the feet, but she just grabbed her board. So I feel like she felt like she was gonna come with a bad pop out. So just was like, all right, I'm not gonna take it.
Oh. And the clock continues to count down. Final 5 seconds. This one's for the fans here in Oslo. If she tries to put one more in.
Try the hard flip again. Just try it again.
Yeah. This one's for the fans here at Skur.
And she got it. Money team. I've seen her hard flip back lip before.
She's fun to watch. Just a tough one for Mariah Duran. After upping her score from runs 1 to run 2, that will not be the case on her final attempts.
She got that kickflip back 52, caught it all the way in the grind. Sometimes that camera don't be showing, you know, when people do a tray flip from 50, you ever see that? They be landing front, people be getting away with it. That be killing me. I be like, turn the TV off. Let's go outside.
Pamela Rosa, she's in that bronze medal spot right now.
No, she wants to get it. No, she
But
does.
Pamela didn't come here to just get on the podium. She won this event.
Yeah, she coming for that.
When we were here 2 years ago. She's here to defend her gold.
Oh. Wow. Feeble.
Pamela, so accomplished in her X Games career at just 18 years old. She says that the prize money from X Games and other events have been world-changing for her and her family.
front Smith. Hey, that's tight.
Out of São José dos Campos in Brazil. Have you ever been?
I ain't never been to Brazil at all. I want to go. Getting that kick foot front board, though. I can't believe the front Smith got to her, not the kick foot front board. So
that's it for Pamela Rosa. Again, high score of 75.33, which put her into third place. Lacey Baker in front of her with that 78.
I ain't even hopped on that rail yet.
That's hard to believe because no one has skated this course more than you have.
Hey, man. I've been feeling healthier lately, so I was trying to like skate as much as I can. I've been feeling way better.
So not what she was looking for. Now she's just got to sit and wait. Will that score hold for her to skate home with another X Games medal?
She gonna go home with some ice. Ain't nobody gonna rob her for her ice, but she gonna go home with some ice. Don't nobody want a bronze chain in the hood. She'll be all right. But then again, our Brazil rough.
She does not have a bronze medal in her X Games career. 2 golds, 2 silvers. So that could be a potential first. But here's Julia Bruckler, who's really struggled today. But there have been some tricks.
She gets this tray foot
that we've wanted her to land all day.
Yep, there you go. I like how she's doing that little, kind of like a up front crook to turn in 270.
How do the judges score it when they see skaters picking up their board to go obstacle
I would
to
take
obstacle
off so
as
many
opposed
points.
to riding?
I dislike that heavily, but the fact that now it's become into play about how many tricks you're landing with no bails.
Right.
So they're not probably
more of a
taking that
numbers
in.
game.
Yeah, they're not taking that into consideration. The switch blunt right there. So now it's just like how many tricks she's getting. You know, you can see them little jitters and see if she gets the switch hard. Got it. I wouldn't say enough for first, but Pamela might be not going home with a bronze after all.
Wow, so could Bruckler really shake things up? She's in 8th place right now. She's certainly going to bump up her score, but how much?
Finally getting that tray flip, finally. She was slow poking it though. Pamela was going fast. She was like,
I think that's the tough part
going
too.
Slower.
Pamela skates with so much pace,
Yeah.
and then Julia's so methodical in her skating that it looks even slower following Pamela
Nah,
Rosa.
she got a sand in her bearings. No, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I'll roast y'all too, ladies. Y'all ain't nobody safe around me, man. You gotta go a little bit faster. That's all I'm saying.
That's why you're here.
Yup.
So Julia Bruckler trying to replace that 52.33. There's no doubt that she did that. There we see our current leader. But is it enough to get in that podium? She ups her score, but not enough.
That is
top 5.
I would give her that score.
71.33. And there you see Pamela Rosa.
That was a good score.
Pamela's mom showing her some love. Kelvin Hoffler right there.
Yeah, that's tight.
So Alexis Sablon, hard to believe that she's in 6th place right now.
OG Triple O.
But that just speaks to the level that we've been seeing so far today, and that gives her a little trouble.
Dang. Well, I have to wait till next year for a new semester of classes. You ain't come out swinging, you came out with no arms. It's all good, Alexis.
Alexis Sablon has won this event 3 times, but unfortunately just not the day she's looking for here in Oslo, as she's just had trouble staying on her board.
Yeah. Like what you said, hey, the personal crowd might be getting to people. You know, they're not used to it. Might be getting to
Yeah, it's hard if you're watching at home. I mean, this viewing audience really is on top of the course.
Yeah, because when you look up to do any trick, the people are a little bit closer.
Yeah.
So I just tripped off that. I like people near, people are people.
You're a people person.
Yeah, but for skateboarding, I can understand,
Right.
like...
It's high pressure.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So Alexis Sablon will probably hold on to that 69 for a high score for her.
Alexis blew it, but hey, Still.
How long you been holding on to that one?
Just found it. I
That
just
is-
thought of it right now.
That is, it's disappointing, but it's also gold. That's a,
She did.
what a
but,
reference.
You know what I'm saying?
I would never say that to her, but it
Yeah,
rolled
her-
off the tongue.
Hey, you know me. Hey, it's funny her name Candy, she got on the fruit shirt.
Yeah, that's interesting because they're both types of food.
Yeah.
Candy Jacobs was leading this whole final in run number 1 before Leticia Buffoni took it from her.
Just dropped in.
She dropped down the ladder all the way to 4th place. How about Candy Jacobs trying to get her first ever X Games medal? What can she do to at least maybe bump out Pamela Rosa and get that bronze?
For the 80 billionth time.
Yeah, tell me.
Finish that run. Finish your line.
Sorry, am I annoying you?
No,
with
no,
these
no, no.
questions?
I'm saying like for the that's the main
Of course,
goal.
yeah.
I'm saying nothing
Right.
switches for me. Like that's like I don't mind you asking that.
Thanks, man.
It's all good.
I appreciate that.
I'll let you know. I'll be like, don't ask me that again.
Yeah, and you will say that on air.
I will.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do that. Like it's really like that's. Man.
So that run started well enough, but wasn't able to wrap things up as we take another look.
I like how she low-key got a half mullet. That go crazy. Oh.
So Candy Jacobs was sitting in 4th place. If she wanted to get in that bronze medal spot, remember, Pamela Rosa's day is over. She just had to sit and wait.
Yeah.
That 75.33 is the benchmark to get that bronze.
I don't think she'll.
No, a 62, so 4th place is where she will stay. Okay, so
no ice
now
for that neck. No ice.
no one can bump out Pamela Rosa. Pamela Rosa is guaranteed a bronze medal because there's 2 skaters left to drop in for their final attempt. It all comes down to this. Our current leader, Leticia Buffoni's been on fire all day, but she knows Lacey Baker is coming for her, and she's the last one to drop in.
Them spandex pants going crazy. Oh, she's tapped in. That tail slide looked like it was about to get her, but she held on. All right. Yeah, she's on bid.
It's been a minute since she won X Games gold. You got to go back to 2013.
She just broke her foot.
Right.
She's skating with a broken foot.
That's something not a lot of people have been talking about.
Like during practice, she didn't practice, bro. She had the little thing on her foot. Dude, like,
Oh.
hold on. All right.
Feet sit on the board.
Yeah.
Felipe Gustavo.
He said
like
Baker Maker. He said Baker Maker. There you go. You on plan B, though. You got to stand up. Ain't no Baker Makers on plan B. Everybody clean cut. Looking like, everybody's like the representation of Malto's shirt on plan B.
All right, so I ask you this, Gary Rogers, our current leader, Leticia Buffoni, did she do enough to bump that score up?
I mean, you're in first place. That's another first place run. She successfully got through everything. I like that run, too.
But I love that she did this run, Gary, because as we said, she knows Lacey Baker, who's as good as it gets, is right behind her.
Yeah. So she was like, I got to do this. But she snaked. Y'all got to get a different camera, man. What y'all doing, dude?
So that's it for Leticia Buffoni's day. She's in first place, trying to get back to the top of the podium here at X Games for the first time since 2013.
Oh, okay.
So an 83. So she'll have to hold on. She's making a little bit of a face there, huh? Ain't you a little surprised by that? Are you surprised by that?
What, the 83?
Yeah.
Nah.
I thought it looks like caught her off guard a little bit. An 84.66, so she's still in first place, but she's looking behind her back right now because this is what it's all about at X Games. Lacey Baker, the final skater to drop in, the only person that can potentially snatch away a gold medal from Leticia Buffoni.
Yeah, she can, but she didn't go with the back one, front fifth. So the back 180, front I'm sorry.
You're
Back 5-0
confusing
front 180.
yourself.
Yeah, look.
Every detail
Just 'cause
counts
she-
right now.
I'm about to say the next trick, and then, oh, yep, smoked it.
And just that.
Nobody's
right
skating that
there.
rail that way, though, so I can give her credit for that.
And I think the judges know that about Lacey
Yeah.
Baker. She's skating this course just a little differently than everyone
Yeah, it
else.
seems like everybody's staying to what would be their left, our right, gets the nose slide, big spin. Uh-oh, Pamela.
The crowd letting her hear that.
Uh-oh, Pamela.
So Lacey Baker's in that silver medal spot, but she has her eyes set on that gold
Oh,
medal.
she's already...
Yeah, you're saying uh-oh, Pamela, just for the heck of it.
Okay.
She's above Pamela Rosa.
Well, then this score is still going to be above.
So her best score was at 78. Lacey Baker has an X Games gold medal
she
to
gets
her
a 99.
name.
They just give her the 99 because she's legendary. I really like her Sid from Toy Story haircut. I'm
Sid?
with it. Yeah, I'm with it.
Again, she's earned 3 X Games silver medals. She ain't out here for second place.
Yeah, she tired of that. She getting over that. She like, nothing shining here.
She won back in 2014. Her lone X Games gold medal. Was that enough to bump out Buffoni and take over the top spot? No!
Uh-oh, Pamela.
She improves her score. And with that, Leticia Buffoni back on
What if he just
top
dropped her?
at X Games.
What if he dropped her? Is that Red Bull? Somebody gonna be sticky. It's gonna be ants all up in here. What are you doing?
What an incredible moment for such a storied career. 25-year-old Leticia Buffoni with her first X Games gold since 2013.
Dang.
And that's your
What a
first
broken foot.
look at the X Games Norway 2018 hardware, the first medal earned at this X Games Norway Games. What a finish.
Congratulations, Leticia.
Leticia Buffoni set the pace from run number 1 and never looked back.
Wow.
Buffoni in first, Lacey Baker with the silver, Pamela Rosa with the bronze medal. Let's head down to Jack, who's with our winner.
Leticia, this is your first gold medal since 2013. What does this one mean to you?
My last gold medals was in 2013, so it's been 5 years. So I'm really happy. And I don't know what to say right now. I'm super stoked. I normally don't celebrate like that, but it's been 5 years, so I'm super stoked.
Talk about the support that you have behind you right here.
This is my crew, this is my friends from Brazil, and
Sounds like they're just as fired up as you are. You guys fired up too?
Yeah.
Brasil, porra! É nossa!
Well, congratulations once again. Give it up, Norway, for Leticia Buffoni.
What a remarkable performance for Buffoni. As we said, a left big toe injury just a couple of months ago. It had an effect on her in practice. We wondered if she was going to be 100%. She looked 150% out here today, and you see the excitement, you see the claim from her. As she said, she's much more humble typically when it comes to these events, but it's been such a long time for her getting back on top. Such an extraordinary moment for her, an extraordinary moment for this entire women's field. So day 1 officially wrapping up here. When we return, we hand out the awards to this women's field. Don't go anywhere, you don't want to miss it. Leticia Buffoni with another X Games gold.
medaljer. Gull, sølv og bronse i X Games Norway 2018. Street skateboard for damer.
Taking home the bronze medal out here tonight by virtue of her second run with a score of 75.33 out of Brazil.
Ja, dette altså til medaljevinner.
So the Women's Skateboard Street final officially in the books. Now it's the fun part as we hand out some medals. And they're joined now by Jack Mitrani in the booth.
Hey,
what
everybody.
a treat for us.
What a treat right now.
So Jack, you were running the sidelines for us. You had such a great vantage point. Just talk about the atmosphere in here for this final as Pamela Rosa gets her bronze.
It has been loud and it has been awesome. Norway brings out the best action sports fans in the world, and so it was loud and proud out there.
Yeah. Pamela adds to her X Games collection. Hard to believe, it's actually her first ever bronze medal, fifth X Games medal total. How about Lacey Baker? She put it all out on the line on that final attempt. She was the only one that could potentially catch Leticia. Wasn't able to do it. Settles for a silver.
Do you think she would have won if she landed that frontside flip on the bank?
That would have definitely put her in contention. I don't know if that one trick would do it, but the judges really like what she brings to the table. And how about Leticia Buffoni, who's done everything there is to do in her X Games career? Fourth gold medal, and she said to you right after she won, hey, I don't usually celebrate like this.
But 5 years in the making.
What a moment for her that she's been waiting on to get back on top.
Wow, and then too, I talked to her earlier about in 2016 when she took that slam, she crashed so hard.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked her about that.
And to come back and just completely block that out mentally and get right back to the top of the podium where she belongs is just very, very proud of her, and I don't blame her for celebrating that hard. That's
her
for sure.
9th X Games medal, the 4th gold of her career. These three women are absolutely on top of this field. And
I love her crew. They were so excited. I had to interview that guy because they were all freaking out when they found out that she won. They raised her up, and it was just endless moments of joy up there.
Brazil well represented with 1st and 3rd place out here today. South America going crazy tonight, I guarantee you that.
It's gonna be a Brazilian takeover out here. Look out, Oslo.
Well, these ladies have such a busy event schedule. This really kind of kicks everything off for them. What does it do for someone like Leticia Buffoni, who's a threat to win every time she enters a contest, to kind of open up the season with such a signature win like that?
I think that's exactly the confidence booster that she needed. You know, 5 years of chasing that X Games gold. I mean, finally now she's got it, and I think there's really only one way to go from here. More golds.
We talk about her every single contest as she's the one to beat. Keep your eyes on Leticia Buffoni. But as you said, it's been a long 5 years, as she said. So to get on top right here, day one of X Games Norway 2018, the first gold medal earned at these very games. This is really special.
I mean, so much goes into that. Behind that medal, the battles, the injuries, the endless dedication. I mean, it's unreal to see her back. And it's gonna be nice going into Minneapolis with her as the defending gold medalist.
How about the camaraderie? Can you speak to the ladies out here? It's like they skate together so much, and it's really the same field of skaters that you're seeing at all of these major contests.
Yeah,
just how strong of a bond is it amongst these ladies?
They're like rock stars traveling the world, doing what they love. Instead, the instruments are different. They're not guitars, they're not DJ kits, they're tools to ride around on wheels.
Same, but different.
Yeah, you know, basically action sports in every different discipline, BMX, snowboarding, skiing, everybody comes together because they're just out there doing what they love, and they're competing against each other, but at the end of the day, they just want to see each other do their best.
So Leticia Buffoni wins gold, but we're just getting started here, Jack.
Tomorrow.
Can we talk about men and women ski and snowboard big air out on that big old scaffolding jump?
I cannot wait to go see it. I haven't even seen it yet. I think it's going to just be mind-blowingly beautiful in the beautiful country of Norway. Oslo, this city, it's going to be insane.
And I think it speaks to all of these riders coming out, especially on the snowboard side and ski side, when you think about the season that they had and the Olympics and all the events, and now to have a couple months break just to come back and do one last event.
It's going to be humongous tomorrow. Everything about it. The crowd, the tricks, the hang time. And I also love, too, that this year, you know, X Games, we decided to take it further into the spring. So everybody has had some time to kind of chill out, reset, relax, and then come out here when everyone's kind of ready to get back on the board. So.
And as you and I know from being here the last couple of days, there are worse places to be in the middle of May than Oslo, Norway.
Especially May 17th.
Oh my goodness, National Day yesterday.
Unbelievable.
You celebrated a little bit, just a little.
Look
So we're
at
just
all the
getting
love
started.
here.
Yeah, so
Love
I
this.
think there might still be some tickets left available for tomorrow, which is crazy to me. But I think if you go to ticketmaster.no, you can fetch your tickets to check out Big Air. And then let's not forget about the headliner tomorrow night, Lil Yachty. You're a Lil Yachty guy, always have been.
Always been a Lil Yachty guy. When he came on the scene with Drum, that Broccoli song just put him on the map, and then he's been skyrocketing since then. He's in Target commercials. He just released another album. I mean, he's been on fire, so you can definitely count on Jack Matrani, Brando Graham, even Craig McMorris front row, guaranteed.
Yeah, that is true. Craig McMorris will be calling those events with me tomorrow. Are you going to be out doing sideline reporting tomorrow?
I will be out there. I will be out there interviewing people after their runs when they're very, very excited. And I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. Finals.
So before the women's final, we did have the men's qualifier.
We did.
And it felt a little different not having Nyjah Houston in the mix, but as Gary Rogers and I said off the top, it also felt like it truly was wide open, anyone's game. Now the final is on Sunday, so we're just talking about qualifying here, but we had to scale down 12 skaters just down to 7. And Kelvin Hoffler really saved his best for last, and I think he's going to be the guy. I mean, he's the top-ranked qualifier. He's the guy that everyone will be chasing on Sunday.
What do you think about Jagger Eaton in that first place spot the whole contest right up until the end there? I mean, I think Jagger still has a couple more tricks up his sleeve. The young 17-year-old, I would not count him out.
Jagger, oh so special. He's just getting started. And let's not forget about Luan Oliveira, perhaps the most talented skater in that field. Was cramping up, didn't even get to take that last attempt, had to wait and hope that Shane O'Neill didn't bump him, which that's a storyline in of itself. Shane O'Neill not making it in the final.
That was a heartbreaker. I'm not going to lie. I was really excited to keep watching Shane skate, especially on this course, too. This is like such a perfect course.
It's a Shane O'Neill course.
It's a Shane O'Neill course, super technical. But hopefully Luan is feeling good on Sunday. You know, that slam earlier. I went back into the medical tent and just saw the excruciating pain on his face. And so luckily enough, did not have to get back out there and secured himself a spot and see what he's got on Sunday.
Luan earning a medal when we were here in Oslo 2 years ago. We know when he's completely healthy, there are few better in the game than him. So I think this thing is shaping up for that men's final on Sunday to be really special.
What a special day one it has been here.
Can't think of a better way to kick off day one than in the Skur 13 skate park. The women's final, Leticia Buffoni putting on a show, getting that first gold medal. Big Air going down tomorrow night, men and women, ski and snowboard. We've got the music. By the way, it's 9 p.m. local time.
I was just gonna say, it's still bright outside.
That sun is going to be out for like another 5 hours.
Well, I think it's almost time for us to get out there and enjoy some of that sunshine. What do you say, Brando?
I think it's only right. Well, Jack Matrani, thank you so much for joining us here in the booth. For Gary Rogers, I'm Brandon Graham. So long from night one here at X Games Norway 2018.